Are you looking for the premium audience across Hyderabad, US and the UK? We are Permit Room, the fastest growing media platform in Tollywood, the Tinglish space, across YouTube, Spotify and Instagram with over 2 lakh followers. We are looking for sponsors, partners and collaborators. Your ad will look like this. And you will be able to reach a premium audience across the 18 to 45 age bracket across the Telugu and English space. For more information, contact us on this email. See you there.
నమస్కారం అందరికి, వెల్కమ్ టు అనదర్ ఎపిసోడ్. నేను సంతోష్ అండ్ నాతో పాటు ఉన్నాడు హృదయ్. మీరు చూస్తున్నారు పర్మిట్ రూమ్. మామ ఎట్లా ఇచ్చిన?
బాగుంది మామ.
And today's guest we have with us the very renowned and the latest sensation in Tollywood, Mr. Praveen Kandregula.
హాయ్.
Welcome Praveen.
హాయ్. ఎలా అనిపించింది ఇంట్రొడక్షన్? బాగుంది, వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్.
ఇట్లా నేర్చుకుంటున్నా మెల్లమెల్లగా.
సో వెల్కమ్ టు
Welcome
పర్మిట్
to-
రూమ్. అండ్ ఎపిసోడ్స్ చూసారా ఏమన్నా?
చూసా.
ఓకే, విచ్ ఎపిసోడ్ డిడ్ యూ లైక్ ద మోస్ట్?
స్పెసిఫిక్ గా ఒకటని కాదు,
అంటే చూడలేదు. లెట్స్ గో, లెట్స్ బిగిన్. సో డు యు వాంట్ టు టెల్ వేర్ యు మెట్ ప్రవీణ్ ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం?
సో ఇంతకుముందే ఆటోలో డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటూ వచ్చినాం. దట్ ఐ రిమెంబర్ మనం లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఇఫీ గోవాలో ద ఫస్ట్ టైం వి మెట్ యూ. మనం కలిసినాం. అండ్ అది కూడా ఒక ఎక్స్చేంజ్ లో, స్మాల్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్. లైక్ వచ్చి ప్రవీణ్ చెప్తాడు, ఇగో ఎలాగో మీరు వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారు కదా, ఐడి కార్డ్ ఇచ్చేస్తాం మన రాగ్మైర్.
సో ఐ గేవ్ మై
ఐడి కార్డ్. అండ్ దెన్ సో హౌ వాజ్ ఇట్ లైక్? అంతకుముందు ఇఫీ గోవాలో యూ పిచ్డ్ కదా, అండ్ దాని నెక్స్ట్ ఇఫీ గోవాలో యూ.
No, I'll tell you where I met Praveen. So during my reviewing days, every Friday we used to go. ఇంటర్వెల్ లో బయటకు వచ్చాక నా బాధలు పంచుకోవడానికి ప్రవీణ్ కంద్రగల ఉంటాడు, కాఫీ తాగుతూ ఉంటాడు. సో లైక్, hey, what's going on, this, that and all. And then we met at some parties. And eventually for Cinema Bandi. But his journey is very long. It's like starts in GITAM.
GITAM Vizag.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, last week we were doing a ranking of all colleges.
Okay.
Of engineering colleges.
Hey, don't tell GITAM Vizag rank, but we'll ask him.
No, we'll ask him if it's a fair ranking. No.
Okay.
Where was GITAM ranked in our
B.
ranking? B.
Okay.
In that tier.
Yeah, SAB.
Okay.
On the basis of social life, academics, and general college. But would you agree with that rating? Would you think it should be an A? Or
నాకు తెలీదు అంత, ఐ కాంట్ జడ్జ్ కాలేజ్.
Did you also quit or like పంపించేసిండ్రా?
అంటే నా సర్టిఫికెట్లు ఇంకా గీతంలోనే ఉన్నాయి.
ఇంకా ఉంది.
ఐ వాజ్ లైక్, ఓకే సర్టిఫికెట్ లేకుండా వీ కెన్ డూ సంథింగ్ అని. ఐ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు ప్రూవ్ సంథింగ్. సో యాక్చువల్లీ నా 10th క్లాస్ సర్టిఫికెట్ కూడా ఇంకా గీతంలోనే ఉంది. ఐ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ఇట్.
ఆల్ నీ మెయిన్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ అన్ని, మెయిన్ మెమోస్ అన్ని అక్కడే ఉన్నాయి. మరి చెప్పారా అసలు ఉన్నాయా?
ఉన్నాయి. సో వెళ్ళి తీసుకోవాలి ఎప్పుడైనా. ఐ థింక్ ఇప్పుడు నీడ్ వస్తే తీసుకోవాలేమో.
ఆడియో లాంచ్ ఆర్ సమ్ మూవీ సాంగ్ రిలీజ్ చేస్తూ అదే సందర్భంలో ప్లీజ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ యువర్ సర్టిఫికేట్స్. రెండు ఒకేసారి చేయొచ్చు కదా. యాక్చువల్లీ ప్రిన్సిపల్ గారు ఒకసారి అట్లా ఒక వేదికని మీరు ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తే ప్లీజ్ ప్రవీణ్ ని ఆహ్వానించండి.
సర్టిఫికెట్స్ ప్లీజ్
ఇవ్వండి.
పరదా
లేపి సర్టిఫికెట్స్ ఇవ్వండి.
Correct. So have you gone back to your college to promote your movie or?
I was like, there is some sessions, like I mean some reunions are there. At the time I used to go to college.
Okay.
All. Yeah.
అది కాదు, ఫేమస్ అయ్యాక అంటే సినిమా వచ్చాక.
Yeah, they called me for like sessions, like for interaction sessions and all. I went basically.
Okay. So they know that you are an.
Yeah.
Only thing they don't know is your certificates.
Oh, they don't know. ఇంకా తెలియదా?
No, they don't know. వాళ్ళు పిలుస్తూ ఉండాలి. లైక్ దే యూస్ టు కాల్ మీ ఫర్ ఎనీ లైక్ సెషన్స్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్, లైక్ ఐ యూస్ టు గో.
Yeah, and he also belongs to that Vizag batch of
filmmakers.
Yes. Who came. I think he is your brother, right? The guy who made I forget his name, man.
Sabrish.
Sabrish. What's his
Yeah, Sabarish.
Sabarish, who made the first viral
Viva.
Telugu video.
Yeah.
Viva. Yeah. So you
You
were
also
that
part
gang.
of it?
Yeah. Huh?
You were part of the Viva video also.
I'm not part of it, but we're all one gang.
One
అంటే
gang,
చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి కలిసే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం మేము మూవీస్ అన్ని. లైక్ వెరీ ఫ్రమ్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ వి స్టార్టెడ్.
సో నేను ఒక రోజు ప్రవీణ్ బర్త్డే రోజు వెళ్ళాను పార్టీకి. సో ఐ లైక్ గోయింగ్ టు దర్ పార్టీస్ డూడ్. ఇట్స్ జస్ట్ లైక్ ఫిల్మ్ మేకర్స్, దే ఆల్ డ్రింక్ అండ్ ఫైట్ విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్. సో ఐ ఫీల్ లైక్ ద సేమ్ guy in their parties, like the most sorted guy. So that day I thought, okay, it'll just be 4-5, but he has called his whole Jilla Parishad has come of filmmakers from Vizag. There he told one nice emotional story. నాకు ఇప్పుడు కూడా గుర్తుంది. చిన్నప్పుడు నువ్వు హ్యాండిక్యామ్ తీసుకొని నీ ఫస్ట్ సినిమా షూట్ చేసావు, అప్పుడు నీకు ఐడియా వచ్చింది నేను డైరెక్టర్ అవుతా అని. అండ్ సంథింగ్ హీ స్టూడ్ అప్ ఆన్ అ చైర్, హీ వాస్ లైక్ పిస్ డ్రంక్. మై ఫియర్ ఇస్ డూడ్ యు విల్ ఫాల్ ఫ్రమ్ దేర్, బట్ హీ గేవ్ అ వెరీ రౌజింగ్ స్పీచ్. ఇట్ వాస్ నైస్.
That was after Cinema Bandi.
Yeah, after Cinema Bandi had just released, I think, just a few months back.
Oh.
So you know that the flowing emotions of the first film being recognized. So that was tell us that story, man, if you don't mind, to our viewers.
See, it is అంటే చిన్నప్పుడు మాకు అరౌండ్ 7th క్లాస్ ఆ టైంలో. సో యాక్చువల్లీ వెరీ క్రేజీ ఏంటంటే మేము మా తాతయ్య వాళ్ళు ఉండేవారు. మా తాతయ్య మా ఇంట్లో పడుకున్నారు అనమాట ఆ రోజు. మీ పిల్లలందరూ అక్కడ ఉన్నాము. అక్కడ ఉన్నప్పుడు గోల్ చేస్తున్నాం అనమాట. లిటరల్లీ నైట్ అంతా పడుకోకుండా పిచ్చి యాషాలన్నీ వేస్తున్నాం మేమందరూ బేసికల్లీ. సో తాతయ్య ఏమో, అరే మీరు లోపల బయటకు వెళ్ళంటారా, హాల్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయారు, తలుపు వేస్తారు బేసికల్లీ, లాక్ వేస్తారు. అప్పుడు మా ఎవరికి ఏం చేయాలో అర్థం కావట్లేదు. చాలా చాలా చిన్నపిల్లలు, 7th క్లాసు, 8th, ఒకటి 5th క్లాసు, షన్ను, శబరీష్, నేను. సో వీఆర్ జస్ట్ థింకింగ్, అదే ఏదైనా చేద్దాంరా అని. అప్పుడు ఒక కెమెరా ఉందన్నమాట. కెమెరా హ్యాండిక్యామ్. సో కెమెరాతో వీ వాంటెడ్ టు డూ సంథింగ్. సో అప్పుడే వీ డోంట్ నో నథింగ్. ఒక కెమెరా ఇలా తీసుకొని వీ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు షూట్ సంథింగ్, యాక్ట్ సంథింగ్. ఇప్పుడు అదేం లేదు. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు యాక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు నేను కెమెరా పట్టుకుంటాను, నువ్వు యాక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు నువ్వు కెమెరా పట్టుకుంటావు. యాజ్ సింపుల్ యాజ్ ఇట్. ఎడిటింగ్ కూడా
ఫిల్మ్ మేకర్ అట్ హార్ట్.
సో అలా స్టార్ట్ అయింది. స్లోలీ వీ గాట్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్. ఇదేదో బాగుంది కదా, ఎవ్రీ వీక్ ఏదో ఒకటి. ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ ఎవ్రీ వీక్ కలిసేసి ఒక నలుగురు స్టోరీ రాసుకొని, నువ్వు యాక్ట్ చేయి, నేను యాక్ట్ చేస్తాను, ఇది స్టోరీ.
ఓకే.
సో అంటే స్లోలీ వీ డెవలప్డ్ అనమాట. ఎడిటింగ్ మాకు తెలీదు. సో ఎవరైనా నవ్వేశారు అనుకో, వెంటనే అలా రివైండ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ అక్కడ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ షూట్ ఈస్ ద ఫిల్మ్. సో ఇట్స్ నథింగ్ లైక్ వీ గో ఆన్ కంప్యూటర్, మళ్ళీ కంప్యూటర్
ఎడిటింగ్ ఆన్ కెమెరా. అక్కడ దాకా పాజ్ చేసి
అక్కడ నుంచి మళ్ళీ రికార్డ్. నవ్వేశారు అనుకో, ఎవరైనా నవ్వారు అనుకో, అది ఫార్వర్డ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ అక్కడ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ షూట్ ఈస్ ద ఫిల్మ్. సో మ్యూజిక్ కూడా ఎలా పెట్టేవాళ్ళంటే విత్ ద హ్యాండిక్యామ్ వీ యూస్ టు ఇయర్ ఫోన్స్ ఎలా కనెక్ట్ చేసేవాళ్ళు. సో వెన్ ద యాక్షన్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ వీ యూస్ టు ప్లే ఇన్ దిస్ MP3 ప్లేయర్. సో మ్యూజిక్ ఇస్ లైవ్, ఇట్స్ లైవ్ బేసిక్లీ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ లైవ్.
సింగ్ సౌండ్,
సింగ్ మ్యూజిక్,
సౌండ్ డిజైన్ ఆల్సో.
ఇట్ వాస్ ఫన్ బేసిక్లీ. చాలా అలా ప్రయోగాలు చేస్తాం. స్లోలీ వీ కేమ్ ఇన్ టు దిస్.
వాట్ వర్ ద స్టోరీస్ లైక్? ఐఎమ్ క్యూరియస్.
చాలా చిన్న
హీరో విలన్,
ప్రాపర్ విలన్.
తెలుగు కమర్షియల్ సినిమా,
ప్రాపర్ కమర్షియల్ సినిమా.
హీరో విలన్.
యూ కుడ్ యాక్చువల్లీ సీ వన్, దెర్ ఇస్ వన్, ఎవరికి తెలియదు యాక్చువల్లీ.
యూట్యూబ్ లో ఉందా?
యూ విల్, ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఫన్నీ యాక్చువల్లీ. రైట్, ప్రవీణ్ కాండ్రేగులా చైల్డ్హుడ్ షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్.
చైల్డ్హుడ్. ఓ గ్రీన్ షర్ట్ లో ఉంటావు అదేనా?
అసలు ఐ డోంట్ నో.
చైల్డ్హుడ్ షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్. షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్.
That was Shanu. Introducing Shanu.
Hey,
Shanmukh Jaswanta.
That was me.
Oh.
Introducing me.
Praveen.
Sampath Vinay.
Coming soon. 2001 or 2013.
Oh, there was a typo in that, in the name. Please share if you dislike. So that's where it began.
Yeah.
So one irritated grandfather led you to come on this journey. Interesting, man.
Hello, it's time for another advertisement. Our sponsor for this podcast is High Rise Developers, one of the fastest growing realty brands of Hyderabad with specific projects in the fast growing west zone of Hyderabad. They provide value for money projects that give you a higher return on investment. They focus on future ready projects with a special emphasis on sustainability. To know more about upcoming and ongoing projects, please visit their website highrisedevelopers.com or scan this QR code to know more. Thank you.
So after GITAM, actually, I was reading a profile. You did a course in cinematography.
Yeah.
And
Not
with-
cinematography exactly.
I worked initially in the camera department.
I was a cinematographer. I've done 2 films as a cinematographer.
Okay.
So in Westling Woods, I've done 6 months course.
Okay.
Even I was dropped out in Westling Woods. I didn't continue.
6 months also you didn't stay.
2 years is the course, but in
Okay.
6 months I came back.
Okay.
So I thought like it's very expensive course for 2 years. So 6 months I learned, okay, this is good learning I had. I used to be with all my seniors and all. I learned good enough in 6 months. So I thought let's come into industry.
Movies.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't do any like corporate job after finishing your engineering?
No, nothing. After engineering, I never thought of doing also.
Job.
No, never.
Okay. So your entire batch came into like to chase their dreams.
Yeah.
Because Shanmugh Jaswant starts, I think he starts with like dance videos.
Yeah.
Right?
Now,
And Sabarish comes in with the VIVA
music
video.
videos
comes.
and then
Harsha comes to become an actor.
Yeah.
You came in and became. Anybody else from your gang who is in movies now?
So we are into only we. Harsha, me, Sabarish.
Okay.
so this was like the batch from Vishaka Valley School to Gitam's Vizag. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, all from school till college.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we are not Sabarish and me on GITAM, but Shanu is in different. Shanu is very smaller, like it's 3 years gap, 4 years gap.
acha.
Okay. Cool. All right. And then, of course, the story is that you went to IFFI to the marketplace
Yeah.
and you sold your film, I mean, the concept of your film to Raj DK.
Yeah.
So, that pitching process, gurinchi koncham, you can tell us that.
So actually, if ఈ ఫిలిం బజార్ ఇట్ వాస్ మాకు అసలు తెలీదు ఫిలిం బజార్ అని ఉంటుందని నాకు తెలియదు అసలు దట్ వాస్ వెరీ ఐ సో యూట్యూబ్ వీడియో వేర్ ఎవ్రీబడి ఈస్ టాకింగ్ ఇంటరాక్టింగ్ ఇదేదో బాగుందిరా ఇదేదో ప్లేస్ బాగుంది బట్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్ 16,000 14,000 ఆర్ సంథింగ్ సో
To participate in the bazaar.
టు గో ఇట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇన్ ఎ హోటల్ బేసికలీ ఇన్ మ్యారియట్ హోటల్ ఇన్ గోవా సో లెట్స్ సీ అసలు ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ లేదు ఏం లేదు ఐ జస్ట్ లైక్ ద వైబ్ అవుట్ దేర్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ గుడ్ లైక్ యూ నీడ్ టు మీట్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫిల్మ్ మేకర్స్ అరౌండ్ ద గ్లోబ్ అసలు పిచ్ చేద్దామని నిజంగా ఇక్కడ పిచ్ చేసేస్తే నిజంగా మెటీరియల్ అవుతుందని మాకు తెలీదు సో వి జస్ట్ వెంట్ దేర్ సో ఫస్ట్ నేను వసంత్ వెళ్ళాము సో వసంత్ అండ్ మీ మై రైటర్ వసంత్ సో వెళ్ళినప్పుడు చాలా మంది ఏవో మాకు దగ్గర పిచ్ బుక్ లేదు ఏం లేదు ఎవ్రీబడీస్ పిచ్చింగ్ ఐడియాస్ మాకు అసలు అర్థం కాలేదు అక్కడ సో ఎవ్రీబడీ ఈజ్ టాకింగ్ సంథింగ్ అంటే చాలా కియాటిక్గా ఉందన్నమాట అక్కడ అంటే లైక్ ఐ మీన్ ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడికి వచ్చాం మనం హూమ్ షుడ్ ఐ టాక్ అసలు ఏమీ తెలియదు మాకు ఇక్కడ ఎవ్రీబడీ ఆర్ ఇంటరాక్టింగ్ సో మచ్ సో మనం కూడా ఇలా పిచ్ ఏమైనా చేయాలేమో లైక్ ఎవ్రీబడీ ఈస్ పిచ్చింగ్ వెరీ డిఫరెంట్లీ ఐ మీన్ సమ్ ఆర్ పిచ్చింగ్ బై విఆర్ imagine they showed in a VR headset their pitch and they just showed VR means you get to see very different experience right and ఎంత different kind of pictures నేను చూసి షాక్ అయ్యా యాక్చువల్లీ సో ఇలా కూడా పిచ్ అంటే ఎవరైనా ఒక స్టోరీ ఇది ఐడియా అలా అంటే కానీ సో వీ థాట్ లెట్స్ పిచ్ అవర్ ఐడియా వీ హ్యాడ్ అన్ ఐడియా సో సినిమా బండి ఐడియా వీ హ్యాడ్ అన్ ఐడియా అండ్ లెట్స్ పిచ్ ఇన్ పిక్చర్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు పిచ్ అంటే అది కూడా బోల్డ్ వర్డ్స్ ఉంటే కూడా చదవరు ఇట్ వాజ్ లైక్ ఓన్లీ పిక్చర్స్ వెరీ స్మాల్ పిక్చర్స్ అండ్ వి జస్ట్ ఆ క్యాన్వా యాప్ ఒకటి ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకొని సో వెంటనే అప్పటికప్పుడే మీ అండ్ వసంత్ పిచ్ బేసికల్ ఒక బుక్ లా చేసాము అనమాట సో చేసాము ఎవరు చూపించాలో తెలియదు బేసికల్లీ సో అనుకోకుండా మేము ఒక సెమినార్ హాల్లో రాజ్ సర్ వాజ్ సిట్టింగ్ బిసైడ్ us. దే ఆర్ ఆల్సో తెలుగు పీపుల్ బేసికల్లీ సో మేము తెలుగు పీపుల్ సో దట్ వాజ్ ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ తెలుగు సో వెంటనే రాజ్ వాజ్ లైక్ కమ్ ఆఫ్టర్ ద లైక్ సెషన్ విల్ జస్ట్ మీట్ దెన్ ఐ జస్ట్ టోల్డ్ ఇలాగా ఐడియా ఉంది సార్ అండి ఓకే బట్ అంటే వీ డోంట్ నో హౌ యూ విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ బట్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఐడియా ఇట్ వాజ్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఐడియా make one demo film and come basically. And Raj gave the number basically. So after that, 3 days సెషన్ కదా, ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ మీ అండ్ రైటర్ ఏంటంటే మనం నిజంగా వింటారట మన సబ్జెక్ట్, ఏదో ఇచ్చారు నంబర్ ఇచ్చారు అంటే నేను వీఆర్ లైక్ అప్పుడప్పుడు లైక్ ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు, రాజు డీకే వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, మేము వాళ్ళు కనిపించడానికి వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ఇంకా వాళ్ళని రిజిస్టర్ చేయడానికి, ఓకే మేము వచ్చాము మీతో మాట్లాడాము మళ్ళీ అదే రిజిస్టర్ చేయడానికి we just wanted to meet them always in the parties and all. Hey, hi sir, we just we interaction కలపడానికి basically. And మా వైఫ్ కూడా వచ్చింది అనమాట అక్కడికి, లైక్ she is not into films that so she sat at the table and we asked her, you tell you're a production designer, just introduce like that, so they will feel confident that we're a team and we can do a good film and all. So slowly we introduced her to Raj sir and say, sir, he's the production designer. Then he gets small confidence, oh they got a good team and all. Okay, so slowly ala we just after that మేము వచ్చేసాం బెంగళూరు and we made one short film. ఆఫ్టర్ 4 months or 5 months we never contacted them. ఎందుకు అలా బజ్ చేస్తే ఇంక మళ్ళీ పట్టించుకోకుండా ఆపేస్తారు. మేక్ సంథింగ్ ప్రొడక్టివ్ అండ్ లెట్స్ అప్రోచ్ ఇట్ లైక్ ఎ ఫుల్లీ సాలిడ్ పిక్చర్. సో అప్పుడు మా షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ కూడా ఎలా తీసామంటే, సి రాజన్ డీకే ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు వాచ్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్, సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఇట్. దట్ వాజ్ అవర్ బిగ్గెస్ట్ థింగ్ అనమాట. ఎవరికైనా పిక్ చేసినప్పుడు వీఆర్ షోయింగ్ ఇట్ టు రాజన్ డీకే సార్, వీఆర్ షోయింగ్ ఇట్. సో దట్ వాజ్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ థింగ్ అనమాట. సో ఈ యాక్టర్స్ ఎవరికి కూడా షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టర్స్కి ఫీచర్ ఫిల్మ్ ఉంటారని తెలియదు. సో దే నెవర్ నో. ఇట్ వాజ్ లైక్ మాకు ఆపర్చునిటీ వస్తే పెద్ద స్టార్స్తో ఎవరైనా పెద్ద వాళ్ళతో చేస్తారని వాళ్ళకు హోప్. దే ఆల్ డిడ్ లైక్ దట్ ఓన్లీ. ఓకే ఈ షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ చేశారు, బట్ దే we will get, as a directors and writers, we will get an opportunity, they thought. So after showing it to Raj sir and they loved it and he told, let's get the same actors. Then everybody was very happy about it basically.
So you showed him a demo film of Cinema Bandi.
Yeah, it is a 40 minutes film. It's the same film basically.
Okay.
It's a very అంటే సినిమా బండి చాలా నచ్చింది రాజ్ సార్కి. We just don't want to spoil it for the film sake. ఇప్పుడు ఫిల్మ్ అంటే బడ్జెట్ వచ్చేస్తుంది బోల్డ్, లెట్స్ నాట్ డూ దట్ బేసికల్లీ. పాడి చేయొద్దు. షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ ఇస్ వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ ఒథెంటిక్, వెరీ ఆర్గానిక్ గా ఉంటుంది. సో వీ లిటరలీ షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ ఎలా చేసామో వీ హ్యాడ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ ఆల్సో. ఇలాగే ఇది కూడా చేద్దాం. జనరల్లీ రాజన్ డీకే ప్రొడక్షన్ వచ్చేసరికి లెట్స్ ఇంక్రీజ్ ద బడ్జెట్, లెట్స్ డూ అలా చేయలేదు. వీ వాంటెడ్ టు బి వెరీ ఆనెస్ట్ టు వాట్ వీ డిడ్ ఇన్ ద షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్. సో ఈవెన్ రాజ్ వాస్ ఆల్సో, మీరు షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ ఎలా తీసో అలాగే తీయండి సినిమా కూడా, డోంట్ ఓవర్ డూ ఇట్. సో దట్ వాజ్ the main thing.
ఆ డెమో ఫిల్మ్ ఉందా యూట్యూబ్ లో?
No, that was the same film actually.
So like
it was very shots also same, everything was the same.
So you used any footage from the demo film for the original?
We shot everything.
Again you reshot everything with higher better
with the other camera, with better camera. Yeah.
Nice. So I remember one incident after your Cinema Bandi release అయిన తర్వాత we did one promotion video on YouTube for Netflix kada.
For Cinema Bandi.
For Cinema Bandi. So I remember one incident where అది అయిపోయింది, రిలీజ్.
That was very embarrassing.
So it was received well. I think you only connected, thanks for that actually. You showed it to Mr. Rajan DK. So వాళ్ళు కాల్ చేశారు to appreciate. Thanks for that also sir. సో వీ వర్ లైక్ నియర్ ఇక్కడ విప్రో దగ్గరను ఫీనిక్స్ అరీనా దగ్గర ఉన్నాం. సో సిన్స్ ఆల్ వర్ దేర్ టుగెదర్ ఓన్లీ, ద కాల్ వాస్ కనెక్టెడ్ త్రూ అ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ కాల్ త్రూ యూ అనుకుంటా టు మిస్టర్ రాజ్ అండ్ హీ వాస్ ఆన్ కాల్. వీ వర్ ఆల్సో టాకింగ్ ఆన్ దిస్ సైడ్. సో దట్ లైక్ అరే అందరూ ఉన్నాం, నేను శాలిని హరిబాబు కుమార్ ఉండే. సో ఈ థాట్ ఓకే, అప్పుడు ఇంకో ఐడియా వచ్చింది. హీఈస్ లైక్ కంగ్రాచులేటింగ్, అరే మా తమ్ముడికి వినిపిస్తాయి ఇది అని. ఐ ప్రెస్డ్ ఆఫ్ కాల్ రికార్డ్. అది కొత్త వన్ ప్లస్ నాట్, దిస్ కాల్ ఇస్ బీయింగ్ రికార్డెడ్ అని వచ్చింది. లైక్ హే హూస్ డూయింగ్ దట్, లైక్ సారీ సార్. నేను అట్లా వదిలేస్తే అయిపోతుండే. లైక్ అగైన్ ఐ క్లోజ్ ఇట్, లైక్ దిస్ కాల్ రికార్డింగ్ హ్యాస్ స్టాప్డ్. సో మంచి కాంప్లిమెంట్ ఇస్తున్నప్పుడు ఐఎమ్ సారీ సార్ అని చెప్తే, బట్ ఇట్ వాస్ నైస్. లైక్ ఐ రిమెంబర్ ఇట్ వాస్ అ గుడ్ gesture from his side. You put it through him. That is the memory I have with Cinema Bandi.
Hey, do you know somebody pinged me few days back and said that Raj DK are from Puttaparthi? Is that true?
I don't know. You should ask him.
I don't know.
No, Tirupati. Raj is from
Tirupati.
Yeah,
Oh,
Raj
maybe
is
they
from
confused
Tirupati.
Tirupati, Puttaparthi and sent me a message.
Somewhere close nearby.
Or maybe the rhyming they went for. And they thought they confused Puttaparthi and Tirupati. But yeah, that was yeah. So then Cinema Bandi releases. And I remember it got like rave reviews from everybody. I think Anupama Chopra spoke about it.
Yeah.
It was in the year-end recommendations for all
Most loved film of that year on Netflix also. It
Correct.
got, no? Something.
So once you made your first film, right? This was your childhood dream, and we saw that you came from a very far place with your short film.
From flashback to...
Yeah. So after that, cinema release, were there like moments of tension? Will people accept it or stuff like? Did you go through that anxiety, that first film anxiety?
Yeah, definitely, obviously. And it was, we thought it's a theatrical. We really want it to be a theatrical release. But at the time, COVID. అసలు బతుకుతాం లేదా అన్న ఫీల్ లో ఉన్నాం అందరూ. But this film gave like hope to many filmmakers. Yes, film will do more films. అంటే everybody like enjoyed it watching at home. And many felt like చాలా మంది ఇంట్లో కోవిడ్ ఉన్నా సరే this film gave a relief basically, a fun relief, a comedy relief. That was very emotional for us, for all our team basically. Because చాలా దారుణంగా, that was the second wave actually. And everybody are dying. అసలు నెక్స్ట్ ప్రపంచం ఉంటుందో లేదో తెలియదు. What is going to happen? At the time some relief is very important అని అనిపించింది చాలా మందికి. So then Cinema Bandi was really ఒక అంత మర్చిపోయేటట్టు చేసింది అనమాట.
Okay. So now we'll get straight to the promotions. Straight. Let's get to the point.
To Paradha. First film అయిపోయింది. ఓకే, I'll ask this. సో అంతకుముందు మన తెలుగు ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో డైరెక్టర్ కి సెకండ్ మూవీ అంటే ఏదో సమ్ టెన్షన్, ఫర్ సమ్ రీజన్ దేర్ ఇస్ లైక్ దిస్ ప్రెషర్.
Especially first film does well, or is reviewed well, or whatever is.
అట్లా సెకండ్ దానికి వస్తుంది. అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ లైక్ ఐ థింక్ 3 years తర్వాత యూ అరైవ్డ్ ఎట్ పరదా. ఇది వచ్చేంత వరకు దీనికన్నా ముందు ఎన్ని ఐడియాస్ డ్రాప్ చేసినావు?
చాలా కొన్ని ఫిల్మ్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి didn't work out. I was not ఫ్రీగా లేను. I was working on many other ideas also. So after that this Paradha idea came and we materialized basically.
Only one interesting fact I came across, and ఇప్పుడే వస్తుంది బయటికి. On Twitter I saw that you had tweeted the next movie idea is given by my wife ani cheppavu. Is that this one or
no, that was the other one basically.
Other one, it was dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we discuss a lot. I mean, me and my wife discuss a lot on this subjects and all.
So ఇప్పుడు ప్రెషర్ ఉందా? ఫ్రెష్ థియేట్రికల్ రిలీజ్ ఇప్పుడు?
Yeah, it was చూడాలి. థియేట్రికల్ రిలీజ్ అంటే మెయిన్ OTT అంటే you never know who are watching. This is like you get a responsibility. And this is not like that commercial film where everybody come and watch. It was the mouth of talk film. People should see the film. Afterward చూసిన తర్వాత బాగుంటే వస్తారు. అండ్ జనరల్లీ ఇప్పుడు ఎలా ఉందంటే థియేటర్స్ అంటే మార్నింగ్ 10 o'clock షో ఫిల్ అవ్వడం కష్టం. ఇట్స్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్. టాక్ స్ప్రెడ్ అయితే అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇది కూడా కష్టం. అంటే టాక్ వెరీ వెరీ ర్యాపిడ్గా స్ప్రెడ్ అవ్వాలి. అంటే ఇంతకు ముందు ఏంటంటే మంచి సినిమా వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, సో ఇట్ హ్యాడ్ టైమ్ 3 weeks 4 weeks తర్వాత యూస్ టు నో ఓకే ఈ సినిమా ఉంది అని. అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఎలాంటివన్నీ ఇట్ టుక్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్.
స్లీపర్ హిట్స్ అంటారు.
సో నౌ యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ దట్ టైమ్. ఓన్లీ ఫ్రైడే సాటర్డే సండే. ఎంత మౌత్ టాక్ స్ప్రెడ్ అవ్వాలంటే అంత స్ప్రెడ్ అవ్వాలి ఆ 3 days లోనే. యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ వీక్స్ టైమ్ బికాస్ OTT is there. So it should spread like Allah spread out. It will be. I'm seeing how. I'm just observing how it will come out. Yeah.
It is a positive hype aithe undi Paradha chuttu.
Yeah.
Because when Anupama Parameswaran came on the show, she didn't mention the movie, but she said like sometimes I think pauses and silence in my career is needed because I know I'm coming with some really good stuff. Appudu mention cheyaledu. Then off camera she had mentioned I'm doing a film with Praveen Kandregula. It's called Paradha. I'm very confident about it and cheppindi. So then after I think 2 or 3 months first poster release chesina.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's get directly to the selling part. Because you didn't do any job, Praveen. But we all did sales jobs. Where you have to sell your film, the idea of your film.
And first show 10 o'clock tickets padale.
So how will you sell your film? Like why should people watch Paradha? మంచిగా ప్రమోట్ చేయ ప్రవీణ్, పర్లేదు.
ప్రమోట్ అంటే
We'll do a nice organic because the movie deserves.
I mean, see, this film, women friendships, and it talks about many, like, నాలో like ఒక బిలీఫ్ సిస్టమ్, చాలా మంది ఒక బిలీఫ్ సిస్టమ్ని బ్లైండ్గా నమ్ముతారు. ఇట్ టాక్స్ అబౌట్ మెనీ థింగ్స్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్. వెన్ యూ వాచ్ ద ఫిల్మ్ యూ విల్ నో, ఓకే, యూ విల్ రిలేట్ టు మెనీ థింగ్స్.
ఓకే.
అండ్ ఇట్స్ టోల్డ్ ఇన్ ఎ వెరీ డిఫరెంట్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ బేసికలీ.
ఓకే.
సో ద స్టోరీ టెల్లింగ్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్. అంటే సో దానికి ఐ థింక్ ఇట్ విల్ బీ వెరీ అప్రిషియేటెడ్. అంటే ఐ ఫీల్ దిస్ విల్ బీ అప్రిషియేటెడ్ బై ఆల్ ద రివ్యూయర్స్, క్రిటిక్స్. ఐ ఫీల్ పర్సనల్లీ, feedback wise, I'm feeling it is a critically good acclaimed film, but I really need money. Like, see films like this దాని తర్వాత రిలీజ్ అయ్యాక మోస్ట్ అండర్ రేటెడ్ ఫిల్మ్స్ లో వస్తుంది. అలాగే దాని తర్వాత ఓటీటీలో చూస్తాం, ఈ సినిమా థియేటర్లో మిస్ అయ్యాం. వీ హావ్ సీన్ మెనీ ఆఫ్ సచ్ ఫిల్మ్స్. అంటే ఇట్ షుడ్ మేక్ మనీ, దెన్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ విల్ బి లైక్, ఓకే, లెట్స్, ఇప్పుడు వేరే వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇఫ్ దే వాంట్ టు గెట్ అన్ ఐడియా, ఇట్ షుడ్ మేక్ మనీ. దట్స్ వై దిస్ ఫిలిం ఐ రియల్లీ, ఏదో ఆర్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ లాగా అలా ఏం లేదు. ఇట్ వాజ్ వెరీ కమర్షియలీ, అందరికీ ఎప్పీల్ అయ్యేలాగే ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంటెన్స్ ఫిలిం. అంటే డెఫినెట్లీ ఐఎమ్ ఫీలింగ్ దట్ క్రౌడెడ్, ఒక మాస్ క్రౌడ్ ఈ సినిమాని చూసి ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తారు. అండ్ దే విల్ రియలీ కనెక్ట్ టు ద ఫిలిం. అండ్ ఇలాంటి ఫిల్మ్ సక్సెస్ అయితే ఇట్ విల్ బీ ఏ వెరీ బిగ్, లైక్ డబ్బులు వస్తే మెనీ ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ ఆర్ రెడీ టు ఇన్వెస్ట్ ఆన్ ఫిల్మ్స్ లైక్ దిస్.
ఓకే, కూల్. So basically what Praveen is trying to say is that it is not an artistic art house movie.
No, not at all. It is a very commercial
movie. Yeah. And so go watch it in theaters.
Proper. It's a theatrical film.
Experience it in theaters.
Because the visuals and it was shot in a like very Leh, Manali. We shot in a very grand scale. Okay. So it's a proper theatrical film.
Okay.
And generally ఇప్పుడు ఉమెన్ సినిమా అంటే ఓటీటీలో చూసి కదా. We never, I think visuals and all they are a theatrical material. దానికైనా థియేటర్ రావాలి ఈ సినిమా చూడడానికి, టు ద గ్రాండ్నెస్. అంటే మేమే టీజర్ ఎప్పుడు ఇందులో యూట్యూబ్లో చూసాం, కానీ ఇన్ ద టీజర్ లాంచ్ వీ షార్ట్ చూసాం అంత పెద్ద థియేటర్లో. అరే అంటే ఇట్స్, అంటే థియేటర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఇస్ నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ అసలు. అంటే
టీజర్ అయితే ఇస్తుంది.
అంటే టీజర్, ఇదే టీజర్ థియేటర్లో చూస్తే యూ విల్ గెట్ ఎ వెరీ డిఫరెంట్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్. అంటే నాకు, అంటే నేను ఇప్పుడు నా సినిమా థియేటర్లో చూడలేదు కాబట్టి ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ షాక్డ్. అంటే థియేటర్లో ఇలా ఉంటుంది ఎంత పెద్ద స్క్రీన్లో, వేర్ ఆల్ ఆడియన్స్ ఆర్ వాచింగ్. ఇట్స్ ఎ గ్రేట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మ్యాన్ అసలు థియేటర్.
Cool man, I'll come for your movie first day. Like the good old times. Then in the interval I'll come out. And if I don't like, I'll bitch about your movie also. We both bitched about every filmmaker in town for 5 years. So
I'm ready. I'm always ready. I was not అంటే we will be in that bubble, you know. మన చుట్టూ ఎవ్రీబడి విల్ ప్రైజ్ యువర్ ఫిల్మ్. అరే క్లాసిక్ సినిమా తీసేవారు. ఐ డోంట్ గివ్ ఎ షిట్ రియల్లీ. ఓకే చెప్తాడులే వీడు అని. నేను హౌ ఐ యూస్ టు వాచ్ షో ఫిల్మ్స్. అరే ఇది నేను తీయలేదురా, ఎవడో తీసాడరా, చూడరా ఎలా ఉందో. దట్ వాజ్ ఈవెన్ సినిమా బండి ఆల్సో. యూ గెట్ వెరీ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్. నేను యాక్చువల్లీ అలా చూపించాను సినిమాల్ని. సినిమా పడినప్పుడు నేను ఎవరికి తెలియదు, అరే ఎవడు మా ఫ్రెండ్ తీసాడట సినిమా పడి చూద్దాం అని అది చెప్పి అందరికి చూపించాం అలాగా. దెన్ వీ యాక్చువల్లీ గాట్ రియల్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్.
ఓకే.
సో ఈవెన్ దిస్ ఆల్సో we showed it to many films, many people, we took feedback.
Okay.
So very feedback film this is. Okay. We know if there is a fault, we know it is no need to hide or anything. We know some faults and we showed it to people and we took feedback. And see, every film is not perfect. If మన సినిమాని మనం జడ్జ్ చేయగలిగితే every film will be a hit.
Correct.
So that is very impossible to judge your film. మనం చూసి ఎడిటింగ్లో చూసుకుంటాం. But you have to criticize your own film like anything. Then you can come up with good content, I feel.
సో బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ క్యూరియస్, సో ఇప్పుడు సినిమా బండి రిలీజ్ అయ్యాక చాలా మంది చాలా మంచి రివ్యూస్ ఇచ్చారు. లైక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, ఇట్ టేక్స్ యూ బ్యాక్ టు ద జాయ్ ఆఫ్ ఫిల్మ్ మేకింగ్ అండ్ వై వి ఆల్ బిగాన్. ఇట్స్ ఆల్ నైస్. డిడ్ ఎనీబడి గివ్ యూ ఎనీ లైక్ హార్ట్ బ్రేకింగ్ criticism of the film also? What did people say? I'm just curious.
Cinema Bandi didn't end well. Nothing happened in the village. why what's it's suddenly ending, what is it ending? Some people really like the ending, but some really didn't like that ending. They thought they will develop the village, they will do like more
స్వదేశ్ లాంటి సినిమా. కరెక్ట్.
they thought people felt it's very short. It's a 1 hour 38 minutes. Very short film. So they thought it could be more. And some felt ఏంద్రా ఈ సినిమా, ఇలాగ సినిమా కూడా ఉంటుందా, సినిమాటోగ్రఫీ అలాగ ఉంది, ఇంత ఏదో రాగా డాక్యుమెంటరీ స్టైల్లో ఉంది, ఇది చాలా చీప్గా తీస్తారు సినిమా. సీన్ గాట్ క్రిటిక్స్ లైక్ దట్ ఆల్సో.
ఆ క్వశ్చన్ ని ఆన్సర్ చేయడానికి ఇప్పుడు మన ప్రవీణ్ కంద్రేగుల పరదాతో వస్తున్నాడు ఫర్ సినిమాటిక్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్.
ఓకే.
Hello, I'm really sorry for the interruption, but it's time for an advertisement. Our sponsor for this podcast are Mana Diamonds, a Hyderabad-grown diamond brand that provides diamonds, gold, and kundan jewelry, where you can find IGI-certified jewelry for bridal collections or weddings, or if you just want to buy jewelry. If you had a fight with your spouse and you want to appease them, here is a hint. Here is hint number 1, and here is hint number 2. Gurtupetukondi, idi మా డైమండ్స్ వాళ్ళ డైమండ్స్ కాదు, ఇది మన డైమండ్స్. సో ప్లీజ్ స్కాన్ దిస్ QR code to visit their page or go to their exclusive store at road number 10, Banjara Hills. Thank you.
ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని మెంబర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
ఓకే.
యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆన్సర్ దెమ్ విత్ ఆల్ ఆనెస్టీ అండ్ ఇంటెగ్రిటీ.
ఓకే.
No pressure. Gururaj Sawant. Hey man, amazing writing. Loved Cinema Bandi a lot. We even did a screening for our juniors in our college and everyone loved it. My question is, how do you control the flow of impromptu scenes? Like, how do you make sure it's not going too much out of the line, even though it may be hilarious or emotional? And how did the collaboration with the ultimate Raj and DK happen? Raj and DK, you have already answered.
Yeah.
But the first question, how much scope do you allow for improvisation? And
సో అసలు ఇంప్రూవ్ లేకపోతే ఐ డోంట్ ఫీల్ ఎ సీన్. అంటే నేను ఇఫ్ ఎనీ సీన్ ఈస్ దేర్, ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ ఈస్ చేంజింగ్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్, ఐ ఫీల్ దెర్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ రాంగ్.
okay.
సో ఐ ఆల్వేస్ గో విత్ ఇంప్రూవ్, లైక్ వెరీ మచ్. అంటే స్క్రిప్ట్లో ఉంటుంది, బట్ ఐ డోంట్ సే కట్ జనరల్లీ.
Oh.
I always look, will actor come out with any other new lines?
Okay.
Because if you're involved in an acting, you generally can't stop at a dialogue and cut. You just feel the flow of coming. So that is very important for me.
Okay.
I want actors should add their own lines.
Okay.
That is very important for me. అంటే నా ప్రాసెస్ కూడా అలాగే ఉంటుంది. ఇట్స్ లైక్ మోస్ట్లీ ఐ ఇంటరాక్ట్ విత్ యాక్టర్స్ ఎ లాట్ బేసికలీ, సో దట్ they'll involve in the script so much. They know what's happening next, and they are very much involved, better than me.
Okay.
Because they are playing the character. I'm not playing, I'm just the director of the film. They are in the character. So I will ask them, what do you think if this happens, what do you think if this happens? We had a lot of interactions. So a very collaborative process. So I always believe in improv, like, and one thing is like writer and me, generally we sit and it should not go overboard. That is definitely there, because we know the whole script. We know other characters also.
Okay.
So that line we need to see, like where it will stop.
Okay.
That is very important. You can't go on improvising and there's so much will be happening there.
Correct.
So there should be a stop. So if actors know everything, we had a workshop like that. That's why we'll have a workshops with all the actors beforehand. They know everything about the script and all. Yeah.
Okay. Before I go to the next question, what is your tattoo? Can you?
Yeah, it's RIP, rest in peace, with a smiley. Yeah.
It's a tombstone.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you tell the tattoo guy also to go improv?
No, it is just life. I mean,
Yeah.
I always believe. I think death is something. It can come anytime. I think I always feel. It's a very philosophical thing, but see, cancer is something. You know that 2 years you are going to die. We're all suffering with some disease. That's why we'll die. Everybody will die, right? It's just the year gap.
Correct.
So I think you need to live, enjoy life.
Okay.
Just that's that. I mean, I always think about death most of the times.
Oh no.
Yeah. Because
like romanticize it, huh?
yeah, I feel like. I mean, I was always shocked. Like, నేను ఎప్పుడైనా రీసెంట్లీ ఇప్పుడు ఫ్లైట్ క్రాషెస్ అయ్యాయి రీసెంట్లీ. You know what I used to do? I used to go to their Instagram profiles and check what is their last post. I always do that.
Okay.
all the passengers. I mean, they had planned, they had this much plannings and all. Suddenly, it's like, suddenly you're just gone.
Yeah.
Just gone. I mean, that is how life is. It's very unpredictable. I think you have to enjoy. Even it's not in your control, I feel.
Correct. Wow, that's a depressing tattoo, man.
But it has a smiley.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's not like...
So
it
you're
has a smiley.
welcome, you're
it's
welcoming, like happy.
Yeah.
It can happen anytime.
Just chill and enjoy.
So
this
how,
life.
suppose we had the choice of death. Obviously we don't have. Right?
Yeah.
But it's the only truth in life. The fact that you're going to die, I believe at least that is what I believe. That's the only truth I
Everybody knows that we're going to die, right?
die. But we pretend like it's not coming. Like we are faking it.
Yeah,
But what would be your ideal death? Like, ila pote koncham.
I don't know about that.
You haven't thought?
I haven't thought about death and all.
Yeah. You have any ideal death?
Ideal death, mine is like sleep.
In your sleep?
One day I'll sleep off. I won't wake up. Wow.
At what age?
I don't know, anytime. Whenever.
No, ideal death I'm saying. If God is there truly in the world and He gave you an option that, Santosh, it's a varam I'm giving you, that you can choose your death. How Rakshasas chose, no, I should not die in morning, I should not die in night, like that.
Yeah.
Like that, what would be?
Age I put arrange.
65, I think.
65?
65 is a good age to die.
I'll be active till 70, I guess.
Okay. Well, what do you think ideal age to go?
I think when you feel satisfied, that's the age.
But we'll never feel satisfied. no? Like
You should have a superpower. Like you have like those 3 times to do like tak. Then
yeah.
Yeah. And when you are not healthy enough and you can't walk, I think it's better to
Go away, no? Even I feel that, dude. When you can't walk and do physical activity, it's better to go. Why to?
I mean, see, there are people who don't have legs and all. We can't say that to them.
Correct. No, I don't mean it that way.
I mean, whatever you have, just chill
But
and
it's a
enjoy.
subjective matter.
Yeah.
What works best for you?
Yeah, but I wish that we had that euthanasia system in India, which is the ability to go. I mean, shouldn't that choice be yours?
Yeah.
They
They made a recently the mission also, suicide mission. Did you heard about that?
No.
It's a suicide mission. I heard an article. Like if you are, they invented a mission.
Yeah, I saw this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They invented a mission for suicide.
It's called suicide pod.
Suicide pod.
How it works?
How it works is you go inside it and in a
You don't
forest
come
or wherever, then you press a button, it releases carbon monoxide. So you die from poisoning, voluntary poisoning. Which is so great, man. I don't judge it at all.
I mean, how did they invent that? I mean, do anybody experiment with that? I mean,
so carbon monoxide poisoning is a form of death. Generally, it's an accident.
Okay.
So somebody took that model and
Came up with
it seems like a painless way to go. At least not as painful as, I don't know, an accident. So I think that, can we just Google that? It was interesting.
It's a very... I mean, who will use it? I don't know. Is it officially... I really don't.
Switzerland's, that one. This one.
See, yeah.
Switzerland has invented that. I mean, somebody in Switzerland. The use of suicide pods or suicide capsules in Switzerland has been suspended after a criminal investigation was launched over the death of a 64-year-old American woman who was the first to use it.
Oh.
According to advocacy groups, over 370 people were in the process of applying to use the pods, also known as Sarco.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Which I think is a nice, man. See, a person sits in a reclining seat, falls asleep, and dies by suffocation in a few minutes, dude. That's nice in a way. You don't have to pay Apollo 20 lakhs on your way out, But anyway, sorry. It's a very morbid topic that we went into. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Chaitanya is an editor. He is a member of our Permit Room Film Club. If you want to join our Permit Room Film Club, please take the quarter bottle membership. Every month we have experts who will talk to you about your filmmaking dreams. We had Ratnavelu last month. This month we are trying to convince Praveen. Please get convinced, Praveen, and come. Okay. Hello, sir. Loved Cinema Bandi, especially the scene where Manga, sorry. Manga shouts at the guy shaming her for acting. This scene was brilliant as it represents female actors in the industry, but not making it too preachy. Just wanted to know. What was the thought process behind the usage?
Tadyama song.
Tadyama song in the film.
Okay. Hope you're having a great time in the permit room. Wishing you all success for Paradha. Teaser looks very promising. Can't wait to watch it.
Thank you.
What was the thought process behind using the song?
I mean, Tadyama song will come at the last moment when they're about to. That is the last single shot of the film. Like it's all about hopes and reality, and morely it's a very philosophical song actually. Sirish wrote the song.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it talks about hope generally.
Okay.
Mostly it talks about hope and all.
Okay.
Specifically, I didn't think of the process of I have to do like this. Mostly the credit goes to Sirish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's Sirish? Sorry.
Sirish is the music director of Cinema Bandi.
Okay. Shout out to you, Sirish.
Yeah.
Cool. I like the one twist that you have in the end, which if you haven't watched Cinema Bandi, please go watch it. But it's like there is one old grandfather who is the writer of the story.
Yeah.
And then it's revealed that he can't actually read or write anything.
Yeah.
All right, the Nadenkar. Loved Cinema Bandi, has so much repeat value. Very interested to know your cinema influences, particularly Telugu cinema influences, and your go-to Telugu authors' books that have been written in the past 40-50 years.
Indirect అట్లా ప్రెషర్ వేసేసిండు.
So, who are your like film influences?
See, my film influences is Maniratnam sir always.
Okay.
Like he's my god, guru, whatever you say. Is like if there is no Maniratnam, I will not come into films. It's as I pray him so, because like when I watch his films, like starting from Amrita, like Sakhi, and very, I think the cinema inta bauntada, inta beautiful ga undocha. I mean, he inspired many filmmakers. I mean, coming out in this commercial space, and yet he made a commercial cinema. That is something you in Maniratnam's films you feel you see 5 songs, 4 fights, you see everything, but it is good.
Yeah,
that is Maniratnam. Aesthetically, he is not art film. It's not a commercial film, but it's great cinema. Like it's a proper cinema. I mean, properly songs play. Songs are beautifully picturized. Fights are beautifully choreographed. Brilliant story, beautiful emotions. I think everybody want to be Maniratnam. Like definitely a true filmmaker. Yeah.
So they are like gems of a movie, but they make money.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hence
Exactly.
Maniratnam.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm so sorry. I've quit stand-up comedy, guys.
That's you can send that to actually Maniratnam also.
Okay, all right. The next question. No. There was more there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who are your
Go to Telugu authors.
Telugu cinema influences? Who are your influences?
I mean, definitely Sangeetha Srinivasarao garu and like veteran filmmakers. I mean, I've not much watched old Telugu cinemas, not much into, but Sangeetha Srinivasarao garu and recent, definitely Rajamouli garu and Trivikram garu. These are all, I mean, I look up to them basically.
Okay. And any books or authors that you would recommend?
No, not. I'm not a book person.
Not a book person.
I'm not at all a book person. I'm a movie person. I watch every day a movie I watch. All other language films, and generally it's like movie thing always for me. But books I read, but not so much into like I have to talk about this person or something. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. All right, let's go to the next question.
DD writes,
absolutely loved Cinema Bandi and so excited for Paradha. The trailer looks intriguing and all the very best. My questions today: how did the collaboration with Raj and DK come together for Cinema Bandi? Could you explain how they are as producers, given that they are also amazing writers, directors themselves? Okay, the first part we have already answered.
Yeah.
But how are they as producers? Are they cool?
Yeah, they're super cool. They're crazy. I mean, it's like a dream come true. I mean, I get to learn a lot from them basically, because we are in same space. Producer and director, and they watch same kind of films. They watch same kind of content. Even if I go away, he tell, let's not go. Let's be very subtle. That is how. If producer is like this, who won't like it? I mean, they are like. I learned a lot from them basically. In Cinema Bandi.
what is the most exciting genre for you?
Nothing. I like cinema. Nothing specifically. doesn't excite me. Everything, cinema itself, it's very exciting for me.
Okay. Do you have an actor wish list you are excited to pitch your ideas to? Any dream actor or any dream subject that you're working on? Any actor that you want to work?
I mean, definitely many actors we would like to work. I mean, it depends on the idea. I had a dream ideas, definitely.
Okay.
So I want to. I mean, I want to work with Kamal Haasan sir. I want to work with Chiranjeevi garu. Definitely, everybody wish. But yeah, when time comes.
Okay. Cool. Hey, Vizag man. Direct to the point. And it's like he told that he's laughing in his DP also. Like, haha. Hey, Vizag man, when are you making a movie on a story from Vizag?
I don't know yet. I have to think about it.
Yeah, but Vizag would be a good place to make a movie.
Yeah,
I feel.
Actually, I was. I had an idea. I really want to do. You know Jaws films, right?
Which one?
Jaws.
Oh, Jaws. Yeah.
So something of that sort, I want to make in Vizag Beach.
Vizag Beach. Okay.
Like something we never seen that adventure kind of films, like Jaws kind of films in Telugu.
Correct.
What if you connect native Telugu film with something? What if a fish attacks whoever comes in the beach?
Correct.
And something very localized film with our Telugu sensibilities, with something fish. Like, we never seen something like Anaconda, Jaws in Telugu cinema, right?
Yeah, creature
Like
cinema.
creature
antaru kada?
cinema.
Creature
అవును,
cinema.
correct,
We
అవును.
never seen.
ఎక్కువ అసలు
That's I didn't see any that.
ఎక్సెప్ట్ లైక్ ఈగా ఒకటి బట్ దట్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో నాట్ లైక్ దిస్ క్రీచర్
Yeah.
కరెక్ట్
That would be an interesting idea.
అది చేసిన రోజు లైక్ ద నెక్స్ట్ డికేడ్ వైజాగ్ లో ఇఫ్ పీపుల్ గో టు ప్లే అట్ ద బీచ్ జాగ్రత్త అవుతుంది.
No, apparently after Jaws release, there was a fear about sharks generally. Yeah, but that would be interesting. So your hero, can I contribute little?
Yeah, definitely. Let's
ideate on this
Yeah.
idea.
So your hero is a young guy.
Yeah.
He's a GITAM student, second year, and he falls in love with a older lady. Where did he meet her? Navy ball. Right? Navy ball. And she is the wife of a naval officer, like Coast Guard head. Right. So he is trying to hit on the Navy officer's wife. But a shark enters Vizag Beach. So now directly he has to work with the superior officer and make sure he doesn't find out about him hitting on his wife.
While he has to save the city from those sharks.
And then the officer dies and he marries the older lady. It's a great story.
He sacrifices his life.
Who?
Like the officer. Like, this is how you're supposed to save your city. But like on a good note.
Take my wife.
I know this is going to happen, but for me, country and my people are more. Something,
Yeah, interesting story.
Yeah. But I always feel Vizag has a scope for a nice rom-com also.
We have seen
There's
many
so many
rom-coms.
Yeah, actually.
We want something different.
Correct.
Adventurous.
Yeah. Correct.
Vizag ante everybody think like rom-com, beautiful beach. Like let's scary beach.
Vizag
let's dangerous creatures.
No, Vizag నుంచి ఎంతమంది లైక్ కరెంట్ జనరేషన్ ఫిల్మ్ డైరెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారంటే లైక్ యూ కెన్ మేక్ అ విశాఖవుడ్
Yeah.
or Bollywood something
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. Okay, yeah. That question is answered. Kalyan
is me.
Hi, sir. I have two questions. As the director of Cinema Bandi, how did you balance the raw, authentic storytelling with the humor and satirical elements, especially when portraying the intricacies of small town life and the filmmaking process? Did you draw from any personal experiences or local stories to shape the film's tone?
It is my experiences only.
Okay.
I mean, how we started cinema. It's very personal story, Cinema Bandi, because how we started also it's the same process, right? Like how camera invented. Like so, Cinema Bandi is basically when you observe Cinema Bandi, it is all about how cinema is invented, how we get to love cinema, because like they got a camera and they're doing a cinema for money, and slowly they loved cinema. When did they love cinema? At the climax.
Yeah.
So it's all about watching in a big screen. I think that is the beginning point of people loving cinema. Because imagine a black theater, like full dark, and there is a big screen, and you get to see them big. I think there we started loving cinema.
Correct.
I think that is how that's how Cinema Bandi is. Like basically, when did you start loving cinema as an art? At the ending of the film, you see they all watching cinema and everybody in tears. I think watching themselves on this big screen, that is beautiful.
So when was that moment when you fell in love with cinema in the theaters? Do you remember any moment or any films of your childhood that you watched and you fell in love?
I mean, see, we used to make our short films.
Yeah.
So we used to play in TV and we used to show it. At the time, there is no YouTube. So I always feel that is very genuine and honest cinema. Where now it was like, okay, let's make this film, let's show it to everybody, let's see how much money it makes. At the time, there is nothing, right? It was very pure heart. We just made something and let's play it in TV and everybody's watch. That is, I think, that is the pure bliss of cinema. It's very purity. There is no money involved. There is nothing, fame involved, nothing. It is just the art of cinema where watching yourself on the screen and everybody is praising for it. That is beautiful.
So who was your audience in those?
My parents, friends. We all used to sit and we used to play. We made a film. Let's watch it, everybody. That was beautiful. I mean,
And
even watching the movie short film Long Drive, you have so many people actually casted in that film. ఫ్లాష్ బ్యాక్ లో నలుగురు ఉంటారు, ఇక్కడ గ్రూప్ లో స్టార్టెడ్ సమ్వేర్. సో ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్, లైక్ అందులో యూ కెన్ సీ ఫ్రమ్ దేర్ వాస్ దిస్ అండ్ దట్ ఆల్సో హీ ఎండ్స్ విత్ అ ట్విస్ట్. హుక్ మీద ఎండ్ చేసే నైస్.
Cool. Another question is, Cinema Bandi offers a fresh perspective on the world of filmmaking through the eyes of everyday people. What was the most surprising challenge you encountered while directing a film that blended both realism and the magic of cinema? How did you overcome it? Heavy question.
Most surprising challenge you encountered while directing a film that blended both realism and magic of cinema?
I mean, see, realism, what I feel is, it comes from sync sound. So generally, see, what I always believe is, when you don't have camera, you can't shoot a film. When you don't have sound, sync sound, also you can't do a film. That's what I believe. Sync sound is that important. It's both. I mean, the sound when you hear, for Paradha, I could not do sync sound because of many things. But sync sound is something very original. It is I mean, you have to capture, acting you capture on camera, right? Sync sound is live. You can't get in dubbing. It's impossible to recreate this in the dubbing theater. It's very, very... then the realism, subconsciously when you watch a film, when it's a sync sound film, you get that realistic feel. That is sound is very important, I feel, to get that cinema experience. Yeah.
It was visible in your short film also.
Yeah.
When somebody from the side was dung 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 dung.
That's sync sound design.
Sync sound design.
Cool. Let's go next question.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So we have a few more questions.
Yeah.
Cinema Bandi is a movie about the movies.
Yeah.
It's a film about films.
Movies. Yeah.
Right, and that is the genre of films that I love. Generally, films about films. Do you have any other favorite movies that you like that are films based on films?
There is a film called what is that film?
In Google. Shravan, Google chesta.
కీవర్డ్స్ చెప్పేస్తే అక్కడ వచ్చేస్తుంది.
Suddenly, that was my favorite film. How could I forget? He acted in this film, Game of Thrones, the short guy. What is his name?
Peter Dinklage.
He acted in that film.
Peter Dinklage.
Movies. On movie.
About movie. Yeah?
His name Movies on Movies.
Yeah.
Movie
right.
on movies.
On filmmaking.
Movie on movie filmmaking.
Yeah. How do you forget this? Living in the Oblivion. Beautiful film. I think everybody should watch this film. Crazy. I mean, indie filmmakers generally, like how I mean, you get to relate so much for this film.
Okay.
Like how a film set will be there, a low indie film set will be there, and what are the troubles in this film.
Okay.
I mean, it was a beautiful film.
Okay.
I think this was one of my top list of like films on films, basically.
Okay. So he is the actor in that, Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, he's one of the actors. Yeah. You can watch the trailer. It was very much. It was a fun.
I'll tell you one more movie I like about filmmaking.
Yeah.
There's a film called Bowfinger.
Bowfinger, yeah.
Have you watched that?
No, I didn't watch.
So దాంట్లో Steve Martin, huh?
Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. So Eddie Murphy is a Hollywood superstar.
Okay.
So వాడన్నమాట.
Oh, okay.
The black guy.
Yeah.
He's a superstar.
Huh.
This guy wants to make movie.
Okay.
But he wants to cast that guy. But he's a big guy.
Okay.
So he finds a duplicate of that guy.
Oh.
And wherever that guy is, he takes him there and he shoots from the side. And it is, whatever, it's a funny movie.
Yeah.
తెలుగులో చేశారు ఒక విచిత్రం ఉందా
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
on the same lines.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that is one of my. There's one more favorite movie of mine about filmmaking that I like. It is Johnny Depp plays this. It's called Ed Wood. Can you Google Ed Wood? So this guy was a director in the 30s
Okay.
who apparently made the worst movie ever made by humanity, right? Which is called. I forget that name. Something from Planet 9. Some name is there.
Okay.
So this movie is the making of that movie. Where
Okay.
Johnny Depp is making that.
His name is Ed Wood. The director's name is Ed Wood.
He's playing Ed Wood, and it's a Tim Burton movie. So this is also another movie. Films about movies, I think we need more in India, man. We don't have enough films about films. Ram Gopal Varma had tried in the middle. He has made a few films about
filmmaking
film
or
and films being
filmmaking.
made.
He made about people in the film.
In the film, every Ram Gopal Varma movie will have one guy from the film industry, like a director or dancer or something. Like Rangila is about filmmaking. But yeah. Hello all our lovely subscribers. It gives me great joy to announce that we shot a Permit Room Film Club episode with the legendary DOP cinematographer Ratnavelu. To join the session with Ratnavelu, please take our Permit Room Film Club membership where you can ask your own personal questions. If you also want to meet these master craftsmen and women, if you want to meet these amazing professionals and ask them your own questions, please join our Permit Room Film Club. So thank you, and this is an opportunity to make your filmmaking dreams come true. Cool. We will quickly move on to the next topic, Praveen. I'm sure you're tired of being asked about Cinema Bandi.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And about films.
Yeah.
And cinema.
Yeah.
So let's keep that aside for some time.
Yeah.
Beyond these, what are your general interests in life? How do you spend your time?
I mean, I try to. I'm learning guitar now. I've started learning guitar. So I watch films, and generally what I do other than cinema means I just be alone and think about life most of the time. That's what I do most of the time. I feel I always feel okay. This is my life. What to do next? Like what am I living for? See, cinema is. I also believe cinema is not my big thing in my life.
Okay.
So for everybody, if you live life, I think cinema will come. I mean, cinema is and life. That's why I like cinema. Cinema and life are equal. I feel.
Okay.
When you don't live life, you can't make a good film. Film is cinema. Like you have breakups, you have relationships, you have drama. Life also you have many things. So that's why if you don't live proper life, you can't make a good cinema. I feel.
Okay.
You can't keep on reading filmmaking books. You have to live life. Then only you can make a good cinema. Other than do a lot of filmmaking books and learn craft, and that is not. I feel. If you want real emotions, real thing, you just have to live your life. Then cinema will always come. That's why I like movie Rockstar a lot, because like he make music with emotions. He take let's make music. Then he says emotion kya hai? Emotion. Then he start loving someone and he was feeling that emotion and he couldn't get the music. I think an art is always like you have to experience life more than anything.
To create good art.
Yeah.
రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ అంటారు.
Is cinema. Yeah, that's why I love cinema.
లైక్ ఐ గెట్ రిమైండెడ్ అంటే లైక్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రైన్ టు కాయిన్ అ వర్డ్ లైక్ అప్పట్లో వి టు సీ పోస్టర్స్ నో ఆఫ్ లైక్ బిగ్ ఫిలాసఫర్స్ దే వుడ్ బి కాల్డ్ ఎ థింకర్. ఇట్లా he was a thinker, like thinking was I think like a profession appatlo. Atla you can like say liver, one who lives. I also somewhere connect with that aspect. I like life in that way.
Yeah. And traveling is something I think traveling, I think if there is no cinema I would travel the world. I think we need to see a lot. So I mean we are stuck at one particular point. I always feel you need to, there is a lot of world out there, man, which we don't know. I always feel to know more things, to eat food, I mean to know other lives, meeting other people. See, I stayed in Vizag, now I came to Hyderabad. Now I just know what is happening here. If you go somewhere else, you feel this is smaller. So it's all about perspective thinking. We always feel, okay, I'm superior. My thinking is, we are feeling that, okay, we are thinking new age. We feel someone else and they feel us, we are not that new age thing. So it's always exploring world, exploring music. I think music is also different musics. You can right now the music which you hear is just the music which you hear. There is other music also. You know, I used to have this doc. The music hearing is also something which is very important, I think, nowadays. You know, we hear in iPhone we used to hear just like normal earphones. Without wireless, if you hear, you can't really get the rhythms. There is a DAC, there is a proper DAC, and you connect these earphones and proper headphones. I mean, the music is a very meditative thing. Like there are some, I went to headphone zone. There is one headphone zone.
A website, no?
They used to host an event, okay?
Oh, okay.
So you get to see most expensive headphones, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs headphones.
Okay.
And what is there in this? Okay, same music, right?
Yeah.
So when you hear the old A.R. Rahman songs, and it's a completely different song altogether.
Okay.
You can't hear some instruments in our phones. The same song, the same feel.
Okay.
I think music is something we need to explore a lot. I mean, it's a very meditative thing. There is other kind of music which I always, this traveling is something which I'm always into it.
That's why I think like Paradha also is like a travel, it's a road film. Kada?
Yeah, it's a road film.
That's your inspiration.
Yeah.
Traveling.
Definitely. Traveling, yeah.
Okay.
And with Cinema Bandi, you mostly directed new actors. I mean, Rag Mayur was new back then.
Yeah.
Everyone in the thing was
Everyone
new.
in the cast were new people, local people.
Yeah.
Here you dealt with more experienced actors.
Yeah,
right? There was Darshana Rajendran is there, and Anupama Parameswaran is there.
Sangeetha.
Sangeetha garu.
Yeah, Sangeetha garu. So, was there a difference? Did you feel like...
I mean, starting I felt a bit nervous and all. I'm directing big stars. Afterwards, I felt very comfortable. All the actors. I mean, I used to sit with them, jam with the sessions. Because the other thing is, this is a female-driven film, and I'm a director, and I don't know much. Think about female perspective. It's very difficult. I used to because they know better. I used to ask them, okay, what do you think this scene? When you watch the film, you would feel how a male director directed this film. You would feel surprised because there is so much sensibilities which we can't really get it. It's very. That's why we had a writer, Pujita. Her perspective is very much there in the film, and Prahas. So I mean, in that way, I think Anupama, Darshana, Sangeetha helped me a lot in the script stage itself. It's not just acting. And on the script stage itself, they gave us a lot of feedback. Okay, this would be better. They felt it's their story. We want to tell them.
Yeah.
No personal story, basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, since you mentioned about this, let's take a small detour.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the team. ఎందుకంటే నీ స్పీచ్ లో చూసినప్పుడు you were praising your team like anything.
Yeah.
Like all from the writers to the cinematographer who is also a female. And then let's talk about them. వాళ్ళకు ఒక shout out ఇద్దాం. Tell about your writers.
Yeah. See, this is generally what I always feel is director is the only person who is visible, properly visible. The film is not just made by the director, I feel. It's the team who will work on it. We used to sit on direction department a lot, basically. Writer Pujita and Prahas, they are the writers. They kept complete hard work on this film. Because it's very difficult script to crack. The whole process is my pre-production session is like very crazy sessions. My pre-production room will be full of posters. Full script will be there here. Literally dialogue version, everything is there on the walls. Like full walls, you are in the script. When you go to that room, you are inside the script. And we used to have a lot of discussions, a lot of debates on... writing is very much important for the film, basically. And Krishna Pratyusha, she's there from my... you see script doctor in the film. So if every film has a script doctor, I think half of the film is done, I feel. We had, every film should be doctorated. How if you're a patient, you go to something and some diseases, some faults in your film, they will I think every film should have a script doctor. Correct. Proper script doctor. You need to, because some directors will be okay, they will stick on their own film. They can't come out of it and they can't accept the faults in their film. When I had a first draft of the film and I sent it to KP, she just wrote this 20 pages feedback. I was like, what is my film this much fault? Did I make a wrong story or what? Then we had we had a lot of discussions and definitely those points are valid. That was a big learning. I always take, because writing film is something which is a very different experience altogether. I always sit with my direction team. మేము అందరూ కలిసే స్క్రిప్ట్ రాస్తాం బేసికల్లీ. ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ నా స్క్రిప్ట్ రైటింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ అంతా నేను ఒక్కడిని కూర్చొని అయితే రాయను నేను. ఐ నెవర్ రైట్ స్క్రిప్ట్స్ ఎలోన్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్. ఐ సిట్ విత్ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ అండ్ వి జస్ట్ చాట్, టాక్, డిస్కస్, క్వారల్, అంటే ఫైట్స్ చేసుకుంటాం, విల్ కమ్ అప్ విత్ ఐడియాస్. సో మోస్ట్లీ వెరీ కొలాబరేటివ్ డిస్కషన్స్ విల్ హ్యావ్ బేసికలీ. సో ఆన్ దట్ scope we worked basically. And Mridul Sen, my DOP, she's like we hardly had women DOPs in Telugu, right? Who do you know any women DOPs?
No, I don't. I know one woman DOP who shot this movie. Girls Will Be Girls and oka cinema vachindi kada on Hotstar. Yeah. I think for that movie there was a woman DOP. But apart from that, I don't know actually any.
In Cinema Bandi also, Apurva was the woman DOP. Okay. I never worked with male DOPs, I think. Sagar was like few days I worked with Cinema Bandi. But mostly I worked with female DOPs only. My third film also female DOP only. Mridul Sen only, basically. So she is like, when we had a very, very when I have an idea, she just, we had a very invisible discussion. On set, generally director and cinematographer, they discuss a lot. They fight a lot. I just give an idea and she just implement it just like that. So that speed she is, and lighting and all, because I'm a cinematographer myself. And I really forget, I'm a very bad cinematographer, I can say. I don't really love cinematography because I've done cinematography. But her contribution was so much for Paradha, basically, and her ideas and her passion towards cinema is next level altogether. And whom I forget anything, I don't know. And I might have forget costume designer Pujita. Because this film, an actress should wear Paradha, and without her face, most of the time you don't see Anupama Parameswaran. She has to act in the film. Like sometimes on set, she used to I used to say, ma'am, properly you have to act. What you can see on the camera, I'm with Paradha. I'm in Paradha. What are you seeing? How can you see the acting in it? Just Paradha, the emotions are covered, eyes are covered. The only lips, we can see the lips.
అంటే ట్రాన్స్పరెంట్ పరదా లాగా అట్లా లేదా?
If you have transparent, but there is no purpose of the film.
Oh, correct.
I mean, the story itself.
Oh, it's
It's a very the story itself is very tricky. Basically, you have to not have transparent. We had thought we are like 50%, 70% transparent, 60%. We used to like this Paradha cloth material also. We had a lot of discussions. 80% 80% opaque, like 80% transparency, 50%. We tested all transparencies, and we just shot. And lighting also. When you have a close-up of Paradha and lighting also, you need to light properly so that you can see little eyes. When in the monitor, I can see little bit of eyes and all. Okay, this is good. Like that, I used to. Very, very challenging. I mean, you are not showing the protagonist face for most of the time, and she has to act, she has to emote, and that was very difficult. A very challenging film, basically, to do.
nice.
Yeah.
But you seem confident, Tiga.
No, but one thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a fear that you could be accused of mansplaining? That generally, if men are talking about the problems of
Acha.
women, a term undi kada, mansplaining antaru. It's like men are explaining on behalf of women. So maybe that's why you had a woman writer and a woman crew.
Yeah.
Because I have one problem with men making movies about women.
Or writing.
Not your movie, but if you see, like I went to watch a play recently called Paakula Rallu, I think it is called. It's based on a novel, which is about the story of a actress who comes into cinema and all that.
Yeah.
I find that a little problematic because all stories about actresses have the same narrative.
Yeah.
There is a girl who comes from a small town.
Yeah.
There are leeches all over, people who exploit. Then she comes, makes her career, becomes very big, and she drinks and dies in the end. If you see many, even Mahanati is that.
Yeah.
Dirty Picture is that. You know, many Hollywood movies are also kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then I saw the play, I'm like, shit, maybe it is because that is the only, there is no mention of how the actress worked on her craft.
Yeah.
You know, at least Mahanati has that scene, but I find that a little. Yeah, well, I hope your movie is not like that. Just cheptuna, just opinion.
Yeah.
With that play, I love the play. The only problem I had was that
Okay.
that lens of the.
So it is like written by a guy.
Yeah, written by a very famous. I forget his name actually. You can search. It was written many years ago.
Yeah.
But that lens is there of viewing actresses through a.
And editing is something I think we are very less talked about editing process because Cinema Bandi is also Dharmendra garu editor. So for Cinema Bandi, for Paradha, for my next also. And like I Cinema Bandi I edited. My first cut was 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Even Paradha was like very long. Editing process, editors should get. I mean, we never see editors who we name 10 editors. We can't find. I mean, normal people don't talk about editing.
Editors, correct.
They just say lag and they just say the small words. And
correct.
But editing, the craft itself is very much not credited much, I feel. Because, you know, the film is done in editing room. All films are done in editing room. Editor is I always feel he is the next director of the film. After director, editor is the next director of the film. Because he makes the film on the you know the Lagan movie, the first cut was 5 hours and the whole the Amir Khan and everybody thought, okay, we made bad film, let's drop it. After 1 year, 2 years, they again sat on editing and now it's Lagan.
Okay.
The first cut of Lagan, people were like shocked. Amir Khan was like what film did we make and did we lose all the money and all? Then editor come on the board, he made the film. I mean, why I don't know. I mean, see, starting stages, we don't know who is the director also, right? We know only heroes.
Yeah.
Now people are knowing, okay, he's the director, he's the director. Slowly, I think slowly people should know editors also.
Yeah.
Everybody should be credited editors also because he makes the film on edit room.
Yeah. Correct.
I mean, Dharmendra sat so much on the edit. I was all surprised basically. Like he gave because we had this much footage and he need to editing. Your thing is also is there. Your doc, you know how editing.
Very tough job, man. I have so much respect for editors now.
Definitely, I mean,
So
they are-
difficult, so difficult.
somehow I feel like if editors should get the credit, like on the film also, on the film only, they need to be appreciated. They need to be credited so much. They need to. We need to do some PR, man, for editing. Like definitely, because it's a very people. It's not a small job. It's not at all a small job. They're the directors. They're the next, like the second directors of a film.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. In terms of PR, maybe we can get them to permit room.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
To get an editor.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we
definitely.
should,
Get
we
an
should.
editor and try to get more on editing thing.
Yeah.
That is very, very important.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Surprisingly, you find most women in the editing department of film. Like some of India's greatest editors were women, are women. So
I think it's about being patient.
I don't know. I would not like to reduce it to a trait, like a gender specific trait.
No, before you mentioned this, I was like thinking, I was about to say that.
No, but that is assuming all women are patient.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying editing also requires a lot of patience to go through, like yours is 5 hours. You have to sit through and then define one narrative.
So you're saying women can do it because they
No,
carry
I'm
a
not
child
saying,
for 9 months.
forget the woman part, but I'm saying the general editing as a skill. It requires a lot of patience, Ankunta.
Yeah. You know, editing, when I older days, I used to edit my own films basically. So short films and all. It was the rendering process, our old computers, how old computers are there. You have this whole edit system and suddenly at 90% it stops. 95% it stops. Man,
Rendering
what to do?
stops,
What to do?
Makes you start believing in God, man. As a process.
And these final cuts, you have 100 final cuts. Cut final 1, final 2, final 3, final 3. And I remember when I edited like 3 days, full nights I edited. Finally, it's 90%. It's not happening. The render is not happening. I used to keep that laptop in my deep fridge so that the cooling will be there, so that it renders. So it actually rendered.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Editing
Editing is a tedious process.
tedious process and not much credit. Editors are also paid very less compared to the effort that is done. I think the most underpaid people on a film set are the editors.
Yeah.
I think so. Because see, DOPs are paid decently. Directors are also first movie not paid much, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
But
on
credit is there. You get the credit at least. But music directors are given credit, paid well. Actors are paid well.
Production designer, these people.
I mean, for the effort, I think editors are, but I could be wrong. Are editors paid well in our industry?
No, not much.
Not as much as they should. Correct. Cool. So, next question, I wanted to more specifically go into your writing process.
Yeah.
Right? Because every director who comes here says a different thing about their own process, and that's nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, you said that your writing process is a collaborative thing.
Yeah. Very
You
much
sit with all your.
Yeah, all my ADs.
Before that, don't you type out a draft of your own?
No, see, I worked with Cinema Bandi with a writer. And for this also, I had a writer. So I always believe I should not write my own films.
Okay.
Even though if I can write or something, but I don't want to do that because there are many writers who are there who want to be writers.
Okay.
If every director wants to write, where are the writers?
Correct.
I mean, writers should be there. Writers should be. That's why I got good writers like Vasant, now Pujta, Prahas, next also some other writers. I mean, that's why I really want to sit with the writers because see, writing is in Hollywood you don't see much.
Yeah.
Directors don't write their own films.
Yeah.
They have writers. I think more writers should come when you don't write, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
So I always sit with the great writer. I'm so lucky to get writer like Vasant because his contribution is so much for the film and in the same thing they doesn't get the credit as directors get.
Or the money. Or the money.
Yeah, money I think they get lesser than editor also.
Yeah, dude. I went to one film set as consulting writer. You know, instead of money, what they give? Lunch. The fuck, man? How can you give lunch? I'll eat my own lunch anyway, man. How can you? They're like a director sir, to lunch cheyochu. The next day I fucked off. I'm like, dude, give me money, man. Why should I have lunch with you? So that is, we have struggled a lot. We tried to be writers in the industry. Your industry made our hearts into stone, and then we chose other paths. So
that's why writers becoming directors.
I don't blame it also. Then review chestunnaru kuda ade. I used to, my main complaint was hire a writer. Why should you write your own movie? But now you get it that there is no money at all, right, in the writing business.
ఇప్పుడిప్పుడే నాకు తెలిసి కొంచెం ఏమో లైక్ కొంచెం దాని ఏమంటారు eyeballs are there on writing and
no, not really. So see, from at least 5 years nunchi, 6 years nunchi, I started my 2019 I started reviewing. From that time I've been hearing that Hyderabad lo cinema industry lo writers leru, right? Then I have met a lot of people who were writers. Their stories are so sad, dude. Like they have quit corporate jobs and they went into a film studio. So you think you made it as a writer? I know a guy who is to earn 1,80,000 a month. He got employed at 25,000 at a big popular studio. What is that? I mean, that's not even fair. That's less than 1,000 rupees a day, dude. Literally. How can you say that? I don't know. I have a so now I've quit writing and all. I don't want writing. You have any writing horror stories?
I've writing horror stories. Many have written and then just like went off to scrap. We have collectively so many. We made like this chart that you mentioned, no, in our room also once we got inspired. Mottam itla TV తీసి కిందేసి డైనింగ్ టేబుల్ మీద రెండు చార్ట్స్ ఇట్లా వేసి we remember like we did the whole from the scene 1 till scene 74 వరకు. If we look at it, any scene we pick, it should be interesting. Like the title itself should be interesting. So we did like lot of work.
No money. So, sad life of writers.
Really, man. I mean, see, after the movie is over, people talk about story. See, if the direction is very bad, the writing is good, the film will be hit. I mean, that is if
that's the power of
that is the power of writing.
Correct,
so people talk about writing only after that. They don't talk about this frame is good. They don't talk about that shot. They don't talk about that production. They talk that story, that idea. Everybody talk about that after coming out of the film. How much budget you keep, how much effort you keep. Everybody talks about the story in the film.
Yeah. So like, we'll take this as like a small platform to, throw a small urge. Please be kind to writers.
Yeah.
And like, give them that space.
Yeah. Or I would say the other way around. If you want to be a writer, please learn screenwriting, like do a course and be professional about it, right? Because I think most people imagine writer means they imagine somebody like a Trivikram who will give you the dialogues. But we don't focus on the screenplay part of it, like the actual skill of showing, not telling is, man, I don't know, man. I can just imagine if, that's why, now you'd not find many youngsters who, they want to get into movies, right? You ask them what you want to be, they'll say director, cinematographer, actor, editor also you will find here and there. Very rarely will you find a person who will be like, no, I only want to write.
Be writer. Yeah.
Right? It's just that you have killed that whole.
And my writers are like, they want to be writers.
Only writers.
Great, man.
Shout out to them. Shout
Please
out
tell their
once.
names. I will call them out individually. The world needs more people like Prashant. Sorry.
Vasant Maringanti.
Vasant. Pujita.
Yeah, Prahas.
Yeah, world needs more people like you, man.
Yeah.
Writers.
Please, any writers are there, please approach me.
How to approach?
Instagram, definitely. Because I'm not writing my own films. Definitely, I'll need more writers in future. Because let's give scope for them. Let's give more.
So, Permit Room Film Club also interesting if you see. Did we meet anybody who said we want to be writer? No, right? Mostly all
editor, actors.
Anyway, so now that one complaint of that is gone, I'll tell you my second complaint, Praveen. It is a recent complaint that I had, but I think you can empathize with it.
Yeah.
Because you used to go to film festivals, you made your film at a film festival, literally.
Yeah.
So I am a little sad that Hyderabad doesn't have a film festival.
Yeah. I actually, we have to have some film festival here, man.
Yeah. So what I would suggest is, once you meet the big people, no?
Yeah.
Like Suresh Babu and Allu Arvind and all of that, try to pitch the idea.
Yeah.
Sir, we need a
Film
nice film. 10-day film festival in Hyderabad.
And imagine all over the world will come here and curate films.
Yeah.
This is a film hub, man.
Yeah, exactly.
RRR went to Oscars.
Exactly.
Telugu cinema is growing like anything.
Yeah, and this is the best time.
Yeah.
Because the world is watching Indian cinema. India is watching Telugu cinema.
Yeah.
If not now, when? If not us, who?
And I always place Vizag is a good place, beach and all.
Nice place.
And something very fab location.
Yeah.
You can see people coming from abroad. Just imagine there is a big festival, like all over the world coming for the tourism also, but all over the world coming for only the film festival.
Yeah.
You know, Cannes Film Festival. For film festival, people go there to the place.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's an open idea out in the air. Film.
No, but Vizag or Hyderabad? I still feel it should be Hyderabad. I don't know. You're a Vizag bias.
Vizag bias. We can host it like Hyderabad Vizag Film Festival.
No, that you can't.
That's tough. Huh?
One city only, no? It's like
city,
Goa is a state, whatever.
No.
And we get to exposure, like I mean, how Malayalam cinema has grown because of film festivals. You know, there has a Kerala Film Festival. Like people go and watch films, and we had thought. I mean, there is film festival long back. Basically, every year there used to have film festival. And people got exposure to that cinema. So I think the Malayalam films, why we all appreciate films because of that film festival, because the exposure. They had an exposure. From the early stages, they had an exposure.
Correct. Yeah.
We don't have that exposure basically of those kind, because see, hardly we don't see many. We have gone to film festivals, so we know those kind of films exist.
Yeah.
Many don't know that they exist also.
Yeah.
Like these kind of films exist also, they don't know.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
If you haven't, if you're a youngster or an oldster, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you have never attended a film festival, I think you should go.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the first day will be odd. Because you're seeing films.
And sometimes, you know, I went to go a film festival, very awkward. Like it was like I went to very art film. It's like I went to theater. Like first 20 minutes, the ship is going that like everybody are like watching. The top shot, one ship is going like this. No other shot is like going. For 20 minutes, it's going. Okay, this is the cinema. And everybody are like, this is great cinema, man. This is art. This is great art. I mean, what art is it? I mean, sometimes you get to watch these kind of films and like...
It's a mix of all mixed fruit juice. You get to watch everything. We also when we watch about some pet dog or some neighborhood.
No, that time we only watched one movie.
Only one movie.
So we had the most pretentious thing at IFFI. Now IFFI is very difficult. You have to book. They made an app. So we would go to North Goa and party and come back, sleep late, never get the booking. And in IFFI, nobody is selling tickets on black. So we decided we'll be gentlemen. So we only go, drink wine, eat sushi. And come back.
That is where we met you.
That's where we had met you guys. Yeah, but generally a film festival is such a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
Which I think we should.
I mean, people feel very art films, very slow-based films and all, but there are very good films where you can feel, oh, this film existed. See, imagine the films like Bicycle Thief, for People Are Children of Heaven. These are all films. Are like there is a film exposure. These films are beautiful. We never know these films exist also. If you don't expose, we never know these films actually there.
No.
There are commercial films. There are not like arty films. There are proper commercial films. That is, I think we need to get exposure a lot.
We'll keep pushing this idea till somebody.
So we are just like collecting brick by brick.
And even now, Pavan Kalyan Garu is there.
Yes.
So
Best time.
He is a great artist. Like
No,
definitely.
brick by brick collect just so last episode we asked even Mr. Ratnavelu Garu. He also said yes, anytime I'm there available, and he gave the number. So one brick will collect and then we'll make a nice Hyderabad or Vizag Film Festival.
Or a Telugu Film Festival.
Telugu Film Festival.
What do you think? I've never seen a film festival based on a language.
It should be international film festival. We should get other audience.
Correct.
To come our film.
International.
At least basically we can start like, I mean, we can start with something like AMB has this many screens for 3 days. Like sometimes you get to see film festivals happening, like PVR film festivals. You get to see those and all.
Like that also is fine.
At least basic things, if you start slowly, you can.
Correct. Cool. My next question is, Praveen. Since you think a lot about life and death, right? Imagine aliens came, right?
Okay.
Aliens came and they have captured humanity. We are just their slaves now.
Yeah.
And they take us away in their spaceships
Yeah.
to work as laborers
Okay.
on Mars.
Wow.
But they have some human rights.
Uh-huh.
One of their human rights is you're allowed to take 5 DVDs with you
Okay. Okay.
to another planet.
Okay.
What are the 5 films you will take to another planet to survive?
You're talking about, tell me your top 5 best films.
No.
In a very different
టాప్ 5 తీసుకెళ్ళి టాప్ 5 చెప్పొచ్చు లైక్ ఇదే అది బట్ తీసుకెళ్ళి చూడడానికి
Top 5
పర్సనల్
aduthe problem entalsa, it becomes a heavy list. What I'm asking is, what are the
Personal
films
list.
that you enjoy watching, that give you hope? అందుకే కదా build up a setup anta, like we are slaves and all of that. So what are those 5 movies that are your comfort watch or whatever? That's why I'm asking.
Like I watch, like definitely Saki film, Maniratnam's. So Amrita is one of my favorite films. And Stanley Kubrick is my all-time favorite director. Like all his films.
That's why your channel was called Clockwork Films.
Yeah.
Clockwork Pictures.
Clockwork Pictures. Yeah. Clockwork Orange was one of my favorite.
Why, what's the relation between Stanley Kubrick?
Clockwork Orange is one of his favorite, one of his famous movies.
Oh.
In fact, that movie is interesting because when the trailer released, he got so much shit. Like he got so much hatred of it's ultra violence, that movie.
Yeah.
He himself requested the government, please don't screen my movie for 30 years. Then after 30 years he screened. Yeah. Stanley Kubrick is a crazy genius, man.
Yeah.
He also started off as a photographer, by the way.
Yeah,
Photographer,
yeah,
cinematographer, and then became a...
Oh.
Yeah. You must have... Shining, have you watched?
Yeah, beautiful film.
That is Stanley Kubrick.
Ice White Shirt.
Ice White Shirt. Yeah.
Beautiful film.
Then he is like mad genius, dude. One movie he only shot with candlelight.
Yeah.
Natural light. No... Because it's based in medieval times.
Yeah.
So he won't use floodlight, whatever. Studio light. So Stanley Kubrick was that kind of a mad genius. Yeah. So which Stanley Kubrick movie will take? Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange.
Okay.
Ice White Shirt, like Doctor Strangelove. Doctor
Strangelove.
Yeah. It was a beautiful film.
Yeah,
I just remember one scene like Coco. You know this? You don't know that film?
I know the movie. Peter Sellers.
Yeah. He throw on Coca-Cola brand. He just throws on it, and it's a crazy. A crazy film. On war, he make comedy on a war.
Yeah. Like a sarcastic take
crazy.
on war.
On nuclear bomb, he made a comedy out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, genius maker he is.
So these are your movies. Maniratnam, some Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah. Darren Aronofsky films I like.
Which one?
Black Swan was one of my favorite
Black Swan
films. It was a beautiful film.
Didn't he make that other movie also?
Wrestler,
where
Mother.
You watched Mother?
Yeah, I watched.
I couldn't finish, Mama. It was too art film for... I don't know. There was something about Mother that I... No, there's one more movie of his that I like. Darren Aronofsky. Can I just go to his movies? Requiem for a Dream.
Classic film, man. The Fountain also, I love it. You know The Fountain?
Yeah,
it's about death and like how he will...
2020, yeah.
The music, that music is also very haunting music, and I think it's a popular music. Everybody used to keep for short films, like
Which one? Fountain?
Fountain music.
Okay. Then go up.
Yeah.
Jackie, Adrift, Mother, Black Swan, Requiem for The Whale. The Whale became famous because he won some Oscar or something. No, that comedy actor.
Yeah.
He came back. The Wrestler is a great movie.
Yeah.
But that movie was disturbing, dude. Requiem for a Dream. When I saw it as a teenager, I'm like, dude, we should stay away from drugs and all.
2000 film.
Yeah. It's a very old film. It's a very bleak view of addiction and drugs and greed. With that very beautiful woman, man. I forgot her name. What's her name? Jennifer Connelly. The goddess. Cool. All right. So apart from your 5 movies, right? Santosh, you were in the middle of asking a question when I interrupted.
No, I was like, okay, fine, you've made put Cinema Bandi.
Yeah. Well, again, Cinema Bandi.
No, I'm like starting from back. Like I'm also trying to give in a build up. And now you are at you're under the pressure of like releasing your second film. Third film gunchi na name cheppanu. It's like, but you've come this far from Vizag to Hyderabad. You like exploring life. All this very interesting about you. But what was your 10th standard marks?
10th marks, I was just pass. I think 38% was the pass. I think I got 40.
In 10th?
Yeah.
Then how did you enter GITAM management?
No, I was in intermediate. I was good, studying well and all.
Oh, okay.
And
Only
I was a back student, very back student.
Okay.
అంటే నెగ్లెక్ట్ స్టడీస్ నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేసినావు అప్పుడు 7th స్టాండర్డ్ నుంచి కెమెరా
Cinema
పట్టినా
చేస్తే ఇంకేం
కాబట్టి
చదువు. My parents are like, okay, you passed. That was a big thing. I just passed all the subjects.
Okay.
That was enough.
నేను యాక్చువల్లీ మర్చిపోయినామా
Dude, that is the lowest 10th percentage I've heard from any. I'm
we
sorry.
keep a board 38-40 అవును that's a permit room standard question mama so అట్లా నేను
But
కూడా
intermediate, I was
inspiration
like
తీసుకొని
fully IIT aspirant. Like I mean, like after first year, I was like, again, I want to study 1 year so that I didn't study well. I was like fully motivated. I studied in Fitzy. In Hyderabad only I studied. So I was like fully motivated, want to make IIT. I used to keep this IIT, Kururki, IIT. IIT was the branding, like it's a PR, it's a proper PR happened for IIT. And everybody are like, IIT. I used to big prints in my room.
Yeah.
After that,
GITAM.
I got a seat in GITAM. And it was, I got in Triple M. It is after mechanical, that was the last branch.
Okay.
So I got seat
Triple M
there.
ఏంటిది? Triple M
It's industrial engineering basically.
Industrial engineering.
So it was a new branch which is launched with our and yeah, it was good. It was equal to
foundations
mechanical.
are strong on your certificates ఇంకా అక్కడే ఉంది
Yeah. But 40, didn't people give you a bad time for getting 40%?
I passed at least. That is enough now. I was not failed.
Correct. That's true. Naveen Piwal failed in... Am I allowed to say this? Naveen Piwal has great father, great parents, dude.
Yeah.
Very nice parents. So he failed 10th maths. So his father had told him, if you pass, I'll give watch. So he failed. He told his father, what? You said you'll give watch? His father said, no worries. And he went and bought him watch.
And
If I had failed, oh my God, they would beat me up so much.
And in engineering also, in like second year, I got some accident. Okay, something happened here also with some accident. After that accident, I was like, why am I studying? What if I die like this? I was arguing with my parents. What if I die studying engineering? That was my saddest dream in my life. Like, what if I die? I'm studying something, and if I die like that, what am I doing in studying? I used to blame I was sitting at home and I'm quitting. I'm quitting engineering, whatever you say. I'm going to quit and go into films. I was like arguing so much, and they're like, complete engineering, 4 years, 2 years. Do whatever you like after that. They were like saying like that. I mean, I hate engineering, man. I don't know what. I don't understand. See, after that. I mean, people get some interest on something. They can study that, right? From after 10th, after enough, we can study that.
మన సొసైటీలో ఈ డిగ్రీ సంపాదించుకో డిగ్రీ పట్టా తెచ్చుకో ఆ ప్రెషర్ ఉండిపోయింది.
Why like that? I mean, నిజంగా అర్థం కాదు నాకు అది అసలు.
No, I have an explanation.
ఏంటి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్?
ఎందుకంటే see, our parents' generation, if you think back, all our fathers were the most intelligent people in their family. Right? Like the most educated or the hardest working. So they were the superstars in their family. That's why if you look at all our father's stories, they would have a brother who died in youth. They would have a brother for whom they provided. Even after you were born, your father would always be taking care of a younger brother. It's a different matter. The younger brother will take away property from you later. And then so our fathers were actually, or whatever, mothers, our parents came from the 70s, 80s, dude. Sad time, man. 80s lo no business start cheyalante you needed 82 licenses, permissions from the government. What a depressing time. So maybe that's why they pushed our generation to
at least get a patta,
to get a degree, because it was difficult. That's what I'm trying to now be a little considerate. Why they were like that. That's my theory.
mean, what I feel is in 10th and 9th, 10th, those time also, we need to have many subjects in school so that you get to expose so much. Then you can become a painter, you can become this, you can... I think those crafts should be there. See, basically, someone should get interest. Even students are like, okay, let's do engineering. Like, students should come up and saying that I like this.
Correct.
How will they think like that? Because the education pattern should... You have to have exposure to that.
Yeah.
Like this Chaitanya Narayana, like, how like study IIT, this free, there is only one. I think people, it's all about, we need to give a lot of exposure to them. Like you have to tell them these are the fields are there.
Yeah.
So that they will fight with their parents and I will do this.
Yeah.
At least that should happen, right? We can't just, that exposure should be there at least. So that definitely, the next, I think next generation will
be
definitely
cooler.
change.
Will be cool.
very
Yeah.
cool.
No, for them, internet is there now.
Yeah,
and like someone will be listening to this podcast also, they'll be like, okay, fine, I can find my interest. అది అంటే మనకి ఇక్కడ అదే నువ్వు అన్నట్టు అవేర్నెస్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పోజర్
Awareness and
లేదు
exposure is all
లేదు అది
important.
ఉంటే ఇనఫ్ క్విక్ టు గ్రాస్ప్ ఇట్ అండ్ టేక్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్.
No, so I know a funny story that happened to my friend. She lives in Germany.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, the education system in Germany is that they don't grade you or test you in the first few years of your education. Then, by the time you reach like 4th, 5th standard, they start testing your skills in every field. Suppose carpentry chestado, wire fix chestado, inkodu writer, scientist, whatever is your thing. Then they identify that and they kind of push you towards that field. Why? Because there, if you hire the services of a carpenter or a mechanic or a doctor, you are paying the same price.
Yeah.
That's why everybody has their own tools. They do their own work, their gardening, whatever. They don't have maid cook like us, right? So, this friend, her child is in 4th standard or whatever is their grade. I don't know the exact term. The teachers found out that he has an interest in carpentry.
Okay.
Now the kid is fucking excited. The kid apparently loves it. Like spends extra hours in the school because it was organic. No, it was not lottery. They noticed the child and now the kid apparently wakes up early, wears his own clothes, wants to go to school, stays back extra hours.
Okay.
Kid is great. The parents, the friend of mine, she is happy for the child. The father is happy. Indian relatives who are in India are like, कारपेंटर बनता मेरा क्या बोलते हैं कारपेंटर कैसे बनता है अरे डॉक्टर बनाओ so that is we were a transition between two generations.
Yeah.
So the next generation is fine. Maybe we got
They reduced a few professions to like
no, but see how funny it is, dude. The kid enjoys, the parents are fine.
Yeah, correct.
Relatives in India are saying don't make him carpenter.
Which is actually irrelevant. Should be irrelevant.
Their argument is, why, if he wants to become carpenter, why should he go all the way to Germany and become because their idea of carpenter is just dial laws, whatever. Like we don't have dignity of labor here, so maybe that's why engineering for our parents seemed like an escape into dignity. Maybe that's all I'm trying to say.
It's all about PR, proper PR, engineering PR.
Unintentional.
It's all about we are branding some engineering thing.
Yeah.
And it's a very mass thing, right?
Don't you think Narayana Chaitanya and CBIT got together and paid Shekhar Kamla to make Happy Days to get backdoor entry into engineering? Because my generation, everybody watched
Happy Days.
Happy Days and got into
Even I watched Happy Days and got into.
Like
got into it.
what so much that forward messages వస్తాయి. So you'll forward like apatlo forward messages like you'll forward those messages and tell who you are. So you have to add Tyson, then you have Varun Sandesh, what his character's name, all those Nikhil's and the 4 girls' name. Now relate to who you are now. There's no internet. Will forward +1 and like this is 4. Tyson will become 5. So
Who did you connect to?
I put to Tyson only. That's why I remember only his name.
Why about Tyson?
Oh, because he likes his senior. So I had a crush
On a senior.
for a senior. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Direct mama. There's like no layers.
If Shekhar Kamla ever comes to our podcast, I'll ask him that.
Yeah. Why
Do you have some guilt?
And మాకు
maybe his life is happy.
మొన్న మేము లైవ్
Who knows?
Correct.
మేము మొన్న లైవ్ చేసినప్పుడు వి గాట్ టు నో ఫ్యాక్ట్
Yeah.
దట్ సిబిఐటి కాలేజ్ అని చూపిస్తారు కదా
Yeah.
బట్ షూట్ అంతా ఎంజిఐటి లో అయిందంట.
Yeah, one student came. No, she told us. Yeah.
స్టూడెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎంజిఐటి కేమ్ అండ్ టోల్డ్ us.
But I didn't get the engineering thing, man. I was in Orissa. So I didn't qualify with my science only. I was in commerce. So
After
I
like
escaped.
2 years once I started meeting my engineering friends over here, I came back to Hyderabad. The moment I met them, I started realizing I miss by
What, engineering?
engineering and life, not engineering.
okay.
I was scared of physics. Anduke I backed out. Like I'll do depreciation. It's end of day. It is minus plus minus. there's no calculus and all squares and that is like out of
And
head.
if you leave studies in engineering, the life was sometimes it's very good. You get to meet friends, you get to meet a lot of like there are other activities we used to do in engineering. There is a college fest. I always go to this college fest. I guess that vibe, man. Beautiful vibe you get, the college vibe. If you leave the studies part, the fun was really good.
Correct.
You're not getting any college fests and all. That was a good time in engineering.
So that time, what is GITAM Vizag's festival name? Like
There are many fests.
Fests chala untaya?
Yeah.
What's the most famous of all? Like what?
I don't know. Yeah, that was. We used to do flash mobs also.
Flash mobs. Apatlo chala
Apatlo,
famous.
I was the first to shoot the flash mob thing. It was a very trendy thing at the time. People come and dance. These are all other activities were fun in engineering.
Yeah. I remember a flash mob happened. The first viral flash mob happened in Mumbai. Where they danced Jai Ho in the CST station.
Yeah.
So then every state started to do it. Every city had its own. Then a video came from Delhi. When in the market, two people start dancing. Then one cop comes and beats them up. So I remember the trend of flash mobs was a
Yeah.
They called me also once to do flash mob, but I'm like, I'm not very confident dancer. Right? Like Case is a good dancer.
Yeah.
But I danced publicly for the first time recently, you know.
Yeah.
Like Kirtiraj's brother Sangeet.
Oh, Sangeet.
So I danced for it was a like out of body experience.
Like stage performance.
Like a stage like I can go and talk, I can do comedy, whatever, but to dance in front of somebody is a little.
It's a group dance.
Group dance.
All the boys.
Group dance, I was at the back. But yeah.
And I used to do, when you're talking about Sangeet, I used to do a lot of weddings. After equipment which I get, I used to do these weddings proper. Like I started a proper wedding agency and shoot. You get a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
Wedding business is a big money business only.
Correct, yeah.
So I used to do a lot of weddings.
So అందులో కూడా స్టోరీ టెలింగ్ ట్రై చేసేవా?
I used to try, but after some time I was like, people are asking నాది మా అల్లుడిది ఎందుకు వేయలేదు ఫోటో. I got fed up of this whole wedding process. It was fun originally when I started it. Afterwards it was not that fun. I mean
Yeah. It's a tough job. Tough gig. Tarun Bhaskar also did the wedding.
Yeah.
A lot of filmmakers actually got their gear from wedding.
Like you learn the art of
I got this big Ronan equipment. I used to come in wedding and shooting like this. People like, what equipment is it? What are you doing? Full cinematic wedding, right? So
nowadays they have these drones.
That was one of my first drone.
Okay.
In a wedding in Vizag, there was no wedding this much. When I started, the first time these people are seeing drone in a wedding. That is a big thing.
Yeah.
So everybody like full expensive gear and all we had. It was fun.
My sister's wedding, they had a crane. So like it like zoom, like people enter. Like over the crowd it would like that.
And some YouTube videos, the pre-wedding, they're like proper cinema. They go to Dubai for pre-wedding. They go to I mean crazy man wedding business.
Nowadays one new thing I started. So suppose I'll be on stage, right? I'll go for a wedding or a Sangeet. And I love hosting these gigs.
Yeah.
Because it's like, see, there's no pressure to make them laugh. Everybody's having a good time. The challenge is not to piss off anybody. So I go, it's a proper Telugu wedding. Before it starts, so they think that I'm probably sound guy, light guy. Right? So they didn't know me. Behind me, two uncles are discussing dowry, dude. But not saying dowry, but you can understand what is going on.
ఇంకా ఇవ్వలేదు ఇంకా అనుకున్నాం కానీ అంత అవ్వలేదు.
మీరు మాట్లాడారు ఇది అది. Then they shook hands. And they went. Anyway, I go up on stage and nowadays these drones are there that will fly like in front of your face.
It come close. గాలి కూడా కొడుతుంది.
Yeah. So now I'm holding the mic. I'm saying some joke. Hyderabad. There's one drone right here. Just all the time. So then I'm telling him, hey. So nowadays in corporate shows also you have a drone like right here.
Marriage itself, I feel, we're not enjoying the marriage process. We're just enjoying how they're clicking pictures. How my photo is getting clicked. How is the whole function. I think I always feel marriage is a very, very, very true space, and you're loving someone, you're marrying someone. You're not. I mean, the whole process is on how they are looking, how they want to shoot.
Yeah,
The
correct.
the
That's
truth
true.
of two people are coming together, are going to live life so much. That is a beautiful space. And now like full chamatal patteskoni, taal cut. Nobody will remember the marriage days. You know, it is not a happy space. Full crowd, people are gathering like that. I think it should be a very peaceful process, man. Marriage. It's a beautiful function.
Correct point actually. No, because more than even అక్కడ పూజ చేసే పండిత్ కన్నా కెమెరామెన్ పూజ గారు ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగండి
He's a director.
దాటిపోతుంది బాయ్ అంటే ఆగండి ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగండి రెడీ అంటే ఇప్పుడు పెట్టేశాడు అరే పూజారి నేనా నువ్వా అంటాడు.
And when you do these gigs, no, like when I do like Sangeet gigs or wedding gigs, there is one more person who is not given credit. Who is the choreographer? Nowadays, every wedding has a choreographer.
Correct.
So now it's generally a guy and a girl. So they have done 3-4 workshops like you do with your cast. They have also done workshops. Now, so suppose the stage is here, right? You are dancing here. That person is giving a key into the steps. So if they forget how you have prompts for dialogue, there is a dance prompt. So, and you are standing on the side. So funny because these choreographers have to do the whole dance. But from the back, from like second row. And these people are, it's a whole industry, man.
Yeah.
However, if you are getting married or know anybody getting married and you want a great host for the wedding, please contact Hriday Ranjan. If your college has a nice fest and you want a great show, please call us. Permit Room, we do college shows now.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, there was whole discussion was to plug our business, Praveen. I'm sorry.
Oh, very good.
Because you guys didn't pay me as a writer, I had to do this now. Just think about it. Yeah. So this is our last section where we try to ask our guests to give some advice to aspiring filmmakers. Okay. So generally filmmakers have ideas, they have enthusiasm, they have script, but one thing they lack is money. Right? So as somebody who has pitched many times and gotten funding for your films, what is a pitching advice you would give to aspiring filmmakers? How do you pitch your story and raise funding?
I mean, nowadays, now it's very easy, I feel, because before pitching itself, you can, I think everybody have a phone. There is a beautiful device in your pocket, which I always feel. And no need to have a big camera, nothing. You have a beautiful phone, and I mean, now iPhone is getting good quality stuff. No, I mean, because I came from a background where with only camera we made a film. Now you get to have lot on your hands on. So you can actually make a film without money. I mean, think like script which you can do it. Like the starting stages. Think a script which you can do it with your actors, with your thing. Because I always feel searching for producers, going for producers. Because I've been in that phase. It's a very depressive phase. Sometimes you get lost of hope. Nobody will listen to you. I mean, see, no producer will come and just, okay, tell me your story. No, nobody. Make your film, man. I mean, nowadays it's very easy to make your film with a very, very zero budget. I think Anurag Kashyap started zero budget films. I mean, that's how you have to go about it. I mean, if you don't wait for anything, you have a script, just get the people. There are, you know what, in filmmaking, if you are a director, there is someone will be interested in camera, like cinematography. There will be someone in writing. Everybody are beginners. Get people. See, getting right people on stage is very important. When you get those all right people, everything will be on same place. Nobody need money. Because this craft, film is a beautiful craft where there are many other crafts. So one person want to be music, one do want to acting. Acting means there are many. So I think don't wait for anything. Just start your own film. You can make a film with zero budget, I'm sure. It's not that difficult. I mean, you have a phone, ask someone who get the camera, ask someone who rented, who had a camera, ask someone who have a music keyboard, and collaborate a team, get a good story, get everybody working on it. I think, make a film only, make directly a film. Then show it to producers and they will say, okay, let's make this film. Because waiting for producers, waiting for something, it's not going to happen that soon. Because nowadays, nowadays, I mean, you can see many directors, many directors. There are many directors. There are many filmmakers. If you have a talent, do your film with zero budget. You can do it. If you are willing to do it, you can do it. It's not difficult because computer, laptop you have, camera you have, actors you have, music you have. Get the right people, get on board, make a film. Then show it to the producers.
Okay.
Think a script which you can. Don't think like, okay, bomb blast will happen there. Okay, there is a bomb blast. If you think like that, you can't make. First, think very practically what you can do.
Correct.
Then you'll get a confidence. Okay, I can make a film.
Okay.
Because the first itself, okay, I need to get a producer. Then the process will be very big.
Okay. No, but suppose after that, when you have to meet a producer and pitch your thing now, you will have to have a funding meeting. Kada?
Yeah.
That meeting, how does a new filmmaker go?
I mean, the funding also, what I always believe is, don't say to the producer, like, I need a 1 crore, 2 crore budget. No. I always feel, be precise in what you want. If you think per day, 30,000, 48,000, tell a proper budget, sir, I need 72 lakhs, 58 rupees, 32 paisa. If you say like that properly, if you plan such a way, then producer will get confident in you. Don't just roughly say, sir, I need 2 crores budget and all. No. If you want to start something or be precise, know the budgets, know what you want. Be precise in everything. Then you tell them, sir, this much budget we are keeping. And tell them how much we are going to get revenue out of it. Tell the business model. Then producer will get confidence in you. That is the first step, I feel. And a producer, like, who want to invest in your film, he has to know the business start. He has to know the whole knowledge of how this film is going to make money. That's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
If you have clarity on it, on the budget thing, definitely you will get a confidence in you. I feel.
All this happened with the current Paradha producer.
Yeah. I mean, Paradha happened. See, after Cinema Bandi, so Vijay was the producer of Paradha, and he was the executive producer for Cinema Bandi also. So I pitched an idea to Vijay, and he loved it. So initially, I was thinking this subject, the Paradha subject, I don't think so it will materialize in this space, because I was thinking some other concept, but Vijay gave confidence in me that this could be a good film. This could turn out to be a good film. So then me and Vijay approached Anupama Parameswaran. She loved that idea. Then we get that confidence. Okay, some known actor, Anupama Parameswaran, is doing our film. So that was a base point for us. Then we was like, to get producer like Vijay also, like, he's a very collaborative process. I mean, he sits on everything. Most creative process, he sits on everything. He's the big backbone. If you come to our office, I think it's one of the brilliant offices. If any director comes to our Paradha office, they will like, I will make another film with him. He has so much vision on the next collab, next process, next films and all. The office says it. It's a very creative space you get, and he want to make great content. I mean, the taste of producer is very, very important. I'm glad that I got someone like Vijay who can invest in subjects like this. He believe in content, basically. He believe in a lot of content, and he makes sure how to make this film. Because I asked, let's shoot in Manali, let's shoot in Leh. He was just like, yeah, let's go, let's shoot. That is the level of confidence which I get from a producer, right? Because the film is this grand, and invest in something on women friendships and all. That's not very, very easy to get someone on board to produce this film. The idea itself to get someone on production is very, very difficult. I'm glad I got Vijay to get. We both wanted to prove if this film works, everybody will make more films like this. It's a very personal film for Vijay and me, because he's into industry from last 10 to 15 years. I was into industry from last 10 years. We both collaborated on something individually and made a film, basically. we really want, I mean, I was a Raj DK student. Even Vijay sir is from Raj DK. We wanted to prove ourselves like, sir, we can make a film. Like, we just wanted to make a good cinema. So it's a very, very important film for Vijay and me, basically. That they kept so much money on it. It should get money. That's the whole. If it gets money, he will be happy. So that was my biggest.
It will.
Yeah.
We hope. Please do.
Yeah,
It will.
yeah,
All of you buy tickets and go. It's a very passionately made project. It's the most humble way to promote a film also.
Yeah.
Cool, Praveen. Now here is our marquee question.
Yeah.
Our main question that we ask, which is, most guests who have come have nailed 4 aspects of their life. We think so. So we like to ask them their opinions on these 4 aspects, which are physical health, mental health,
Time management.
financial management. How are you in these 4 aspects of life?
Health. I mean, what are my perspective? What are my thoughts?
What are
on
your
it?
thoughts on this?
Or how are you faring?
How do you do with all of this? How are you dealing with these 4 aspects of life?
What is the first aspect?
Physical health.
Physical
health, mental health, time management, and money management.
Physical health, I mean, that is very important. I mean, what to do anything in your life, I think health is very important. I'm going to gym every day. That's what I'm so I think everybody, health is something which is very, we will regret it after you know that there is something.
Yeah.
Okay, I could have done this, I could have done this. I mean, that is very sad to know. I mean, because I faced many problems. Health wise, there are some problems, but I challenged it basically myself. So definitely that is, everybody say it, but until you experience it, you will never know. You will never know until you experience the health problem. Because after your bad health, after you don't think, you will feel, okay, at least I could have done this, I could have done that better. We're all living happily as a human beings, and because of our health is good.
Yeah.
That is very important. I think that is the first thing anybody, to eat properly, to eat good food, to travel. I mean, without health, you can't make great film. You can't make anything. You just.
Yeah.
So that is very important, I feel. So
And also, have you noticed that if you share anything related to your health on Instagram, people shit on you all the time, dude. Like, I have made some friends at the gym now.
Yeah.
So they are like gym bros. You know, gym bros? They are like, gym, brother, come, lift, encourage. So they said, put your photo on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I can't, please. So then they questioned me, man, and it made me think. They're like, dude, what is so wrong? You have gone to a gym, you put a photo in the mirror. Did you murder somebody? Like, why are you so embarrassed? So it kind of made me think. And they are very young kids. So I thought, wow, that's a great point. I put immediately comments, choosam re, fuck off. Don't rub it in our face. So people just went hard on me after that. But now I'm putting. Yesterday I played squash, I put. Fuck you, that's your problem, man. Deal with it. I'm proud of working out. So yeah. So that.
And I don't do much, but I always push myself to play sports, man. We are very less of sports people, I think. I think many of them, we just sit at home most of the time. I think we need to play a lot of sports. All creative people generally used to play. I do less. I wanted to do. I want to push myself to play more of sports. Huh?
Which sports are you talking about?
I mean, all badminton, golf, tennis. I think that is very important for an artist. That game
to play
skills.
a sport.
Yeah. That's very, very important. Huh?
Konjam break free aitadi.
Yeah, very much. As a writers also, I mean, think about an idea and all. Sports is very, very important, I feel. I tell, but I don't know I will follow it or not. I also I also don't go much. But I feel we should be sportive. Sports are very important, I feel.
So physical health. Next is mental health. How do you take care of your mind?
Mental health.
కొంచెం కష్టమే ఉంటుందేమో నీకు. You think about death and all, no?
Yeah. I mean, see, for me, I always say life is like this is like a second chance, man. I always believe whoever living on this earth right now is a second chance for us, because COVID didn't kill us.
Correct. We survived.
Yeah, everybody are survivors of COVID. We literally saw COVID.
Yeah.
I think we need to be happy, man. We just lived.
Yeah.
We just came out of COVID.
Correct.
That was beautiful thing. We are achievers. We're all achievers.
Correct.
I think we need to. That's why I always tell death is like, because this is a second chance we had. What if? Because second chance is like, what if a flight is moving? When I go to flight suddenly it moves like this. Suddenly you get, what if I die?
Yeah.
Thoughts will come. Many thoughts will come. Okay.
కొంచెం టర్బులెన్స్ వచ్చాక
When you land, second chance. Let's enjoy life.
Yeah.
I think that moment, if you think about that, I think every problem is small, right?
Yeah.
When you think about death, every other problem is very small.
Correct. And the other two aspects, which are
time management,
financial management. How are you in these two aspects?
Time management, I do a lot of activities every day. I mean, time management, when you talk about time management, when you're in school, you had 8 periods.
Correct.
Your day is long, man.
Yeah.
Very long.
Yeah.
You go to school 9 to 10 one class, 10 to 11 one class, 11 to 12 one class. One day.
Yeah.
Now, Instagram, and that was 8 hours, and time is passing.
Yeah.
The social media, time passes.
Very quickly.
Very, very quickly. You're losing time, man.
Yeah.
We are losing time in that.
That's true.
In that space.
Yeah.
That's why I was starting. This phone, most lightest phone I got.
Okay.
I searched
Which is this 10R.
iPhone 10
10R.
SC.
Oh, SC. Yeah. Good.
So I was searching in Google. Give me the most lightest phone. I got this.
Okay.
So I think social media is the biggest time for everybody. Time. Help it only.
Yeah.
Days passing. 1 year is passing, 2 years is passing.
Yeah.
Already 1 month passed, 11 months to go for 2026.
Yeah.
6 now. Shit, yeah, actually ఇప్పుడు.
So because of social media.
Yeah.
Just imagine you're in school. How much is your day?
Yeah. Very
PT
long.
period, social period,
Games
Double
period.
maths
games
period.
period.
Yeah, దాంతో ట్యూషన్ ఉండేది.
Yeah.
Like though we were in
Big
hostel.
day it is.
Yeah.
Now what is a day?
Yeah.
Gone.
You can literally spend 5 hours on your phone and you won't be able to realize.
Everybody have a lot of time, man. Actually, social media only
Is
half of
taking
it
away.
taking away.
Yeah. Interesting. I am the addict, so I should not be speaking on this.
I've given into it. Like I'm like, as argued with my sister. అరే అవును నాకు మొబైల్ పిచ్చి ఉంది. So what to do now? No mobile addiction.
Sometimes I was like I Instagram and Facebook I delete. In 2 days I feel okay. What?
I feel
Okay.
a certain emptiness in life.
Suddenly, okay, my work is in. I'm a filmmaker, so I have to do something in social media. No, again I install. I have to be updated. Then I install. Again I delete. It's all conflicting. This addictant is very.
Yeah.
These small reels. These all.
Yeah.
And again, I think Maniratnam has Facebook or Instagram, no, but he's successful, right? Okay, let me be sometimes.
Correct. Is Maniratnam on Instagram?
No, I don't.
I think so.
I don't think so. He's on Instagram. No.
I think he'll be there too.
No, man.
Like at least like he would be having some.
Successful people don't have social media. I don't know.
Yeah, so Rajmu only like clicks and sends with lie, and I'm going with
You're
passport.
right, man. Maniratnam does not have an Instagram account.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is Rajmuli ఉంది కదా.
Yeah.
Social media is the biggest
Stealer.
thing,
Thief of time.
biggest.
Yeah. Correct. Cool. And finally, financial management. How is your financial management?
Yeah, right now it's going good. So I'm earning well enough to I'm getting films and all. So it's going good as of now. I mean, see, for me, I really don't want to give something to my kids and do something for them.
You don't have those kind of...
No, not at all. I
They'll
just
figure it
want to enjoy whatever I have. Just spend. I don't want to die rich. That is for sure. I want to just enjoy this whole life which you have. no savings, no nothing. I don't think of that way. So live in the moment. So just enjoy the soul.
No, but this is after your movies came out.
Yeah.
But for the 8 to 10 years that you didn't, you were not.
Yeah, I was not earning.
How did you manage your
my parents' support?
Okay.
So definitely, without my parents, I could not have been here.
Okay.
I mean, they supported me so much. I think that was a luxury I got. Many people don't have that luxury because parents depend on kids for their many needs and all. So they could not come into films because of that. We can't just say that, okay, come do passion and all. We say because I'm in that position because my parents gave that free hand. Okay, do whatever you like. Because that's why film business money is very important for many people. So I'm lucky enough to get my parents to support me.
Yeah. Your wife also was kind of she was doing a job and supporting you at that time, right?
Just time. Actually, I left. I struggled for 7 years in films. It didn't work out. I went to Bangalore. Then I met Ramya and. She supported me so much in cinema. Then she's thinking I'll make a short film. Then I was like, I have to do short film. I have to do films again. I was like gone. I thought cinema is not for me, and I used to do ad agency and all. Then she gave me boost of yes, you can make a film. Then slowly again I came into films. Otherwise, I would have done something else. I think partner is very important, very difficult. I'm so happy to get someone like Ramya. She's also into films now. She's assistant director for some other films. We don't be in one film for sure. We'll argue and fight. Yeah. She will work in. She also likes stories to tell stories and all. Yeah, definitely, it's a big backbone for me.
Yeah. No, the last time I met you, she was doing costumes for some other movie.
Right? For Gandhi Tata Chettu, she worked for costumes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Praveen. Is there anything we missed? Is there anything you want to say to the audience?
Nothing. I just wanted to say, just enjoy life, man. I mean,
correct.
For every that is my only philosophy of life is there is a strange philosophy, Our human being, we have a lifespan of how many years?
In India, 68.
68.
Average.
So what if there is a lifespan of, when you don't know, we have 1,000-year lifespan. Think like in a perspective, you have 1,000-year lifespan. Think like that, like initial days, people live to 1,000 years. What if suddenly everybody announced now the lifespan is 70 years? What do you think? Oh, 900 years gone, 78 years. It's very less here. 78 is 78 or 80, it's very less. Very, very less. We are just guests, come and go. That's why that I always believe that, like, that I always say that, like, think like we're all deceased persons. We die someday.
Yeah. We are just slowly dying.
Yeah, slowly dying. Yeah.
Correct.
Just enjoy. Just chill, enjoy. Just observe the things which you look. Just embrace it. The problems are fun. I think everything is like observe things, have fun. We're just here to enjoy, man. Chill. Don't think. Simple. Be simple. Cool.
Yeah. Tension nako.
That was the wrong answer, Praveen. The correct answer should have been, please go watch Paradha. You didn't have to depress us all with your philosophy. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. I know as a director you don't like to say cut. But as a director, please look at the camera.
Okay.
And
buy tickets for Paradha.
And say cut.
Okay. Cut.